All right. Well, we're back. It's been 7,000 years,
Or weeks.
Since
or
you looked at
or about
me.
7 weeks since we last played.
What? Has it actually?
Yeah.
That's... No, because I'm pretty sure it just happened the other day, though. That's insane.
Time is
Oh.
strange. But yeah, no, it's been a month since
Oh.
we did our Q&A session, and it was 3 weeks
That was
prior
fun.
to that we last played.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 weeks.
God.
It's been a while.
There you go.
All right.
I don't need to refresh what happened. We all know what happened.
We sure do.
So, in the interim, let us say we're back in Middenheim, and it has been 3 weeks since the fall of Babrikos. What have your characters been up to?
Right. I think Johanna's been spending time drinking a bit and feeling sad initially. And then also training George. Probably hanging out near any bodies of water that are there. Now, is Middenheim with the mask shop?
Middenheim is not where the mask shop is, no.
No. Okay, then she won't be there. But she's probably just been kind of... well, I suppose because she's brass, she's been loitering about the city. Because she can't really stroll, she's just loitering in a perambulating fashion.
Excellent use of perambulating.
But yeah, basically probably sending George to steal things, because that seems like something she'd do. It's how she processes her grief. Those nails are very nice.
Oh, can I see?
Very nice indeed.
Oh,
Aww.
oh, they're cute.
Sam's are so cute!
Ah!
Is that a little
No.
cat?
Adorable.
Is it a little cat? It's a cow.
It's a cow! Oh,
That's
it's
even
cute.
better.
That's even better, I love it. Those are great.
Oh, it's very warm in here.
It is warm in here now, yeah, you're quite right.
And yours are giving me toxic. In a good
Yeah.
It's
way.
in Toxic by Britney Spears Toxic, or?
Surely.
Yes.
Excellent. What has Wolfgang been up to in this time?
Yeah, so I mean, praying, preaching, priesting. I think he would have actually tried to write a letter to the Grey College
Okay.
to try and set up an appointment, because he does know that wizards are aloof and difficult to meet with. Like, he does know that. Like, and he's
They
got
sure
experience
are.
with them.
Yes.
So he would have written a letter
Yep.
and sent it as best he felt he could to try and contact the Grey Wizards.
Yep. Okay.
To be like, hello, I'm Wolfgang and priest of Flower and whatever.
Yep.
And he probably would have written a letter to the priests in Ubersreich, not Ubersreich,
Altdorf.
Altdorf, yeah.
Yep.
Same thing, kind of thing, I guess, just making some introductions and
Yep.
setting himself up to, I think what I'm sort of thinking is that he's kind of feels like he's achieved a big thing, and he's probably, I guess, getting a little bit more invested in some of the admin side of being a priest
Yes. Okay.
and the kind of politics a little bit, but with the with the urgency and kind of brashness that he's known for.
Yes. We wouldn't expect anything less of Wolfgang.
No, I don't know that he's been particularly training. I don't think I took any particular injuries, but he's feeling confident about stuff, and yeah.
Okay. All right. We've not met him yet, but what do you think Leon has been doing since the fall of Babrikos?
He's been doing what he's been doing for the last couple of years.
Just garden stuff.
Working his shift, guard as a guard, and then training, and then working the nights in his family's pub, and then
Right.
sleeping, and then guarding. Same over and over every day.
Yep.
Just works non-stop. Trying to get as much funds as he can.
Nice.
And who does he work for as a guard? Is he like a freelance guard, or is he part of the city watch?
I think we kind of talked about it, but my idea was that he was like one of the graphs, like guard for his building.
Yeah.
So that's why he was like selected to go with the party or as an escort.
Yeah.
So he's been working his way up for a long time.
Yeah.
That's okay. Otherwise,
No,
I would
that's-
think he's a guard for like some other noble.
That was pretty much what I had in mind, so that works perfectly.
Yeah. Because I made him like have some noble, like he's not a noble himself, but he's like has noble etiquette and stuff because he's been around it so much. He's just like watched.
Yeah.
He's
That
got
makes sense.
etiquette servants, and there was something else I gave him. I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, his etiquette nobles as well.
Nice. Okay. And do you think the news of Babracos's demise would have reached him? Obviously, he would have heard of, probably enjoyed
Oh,
some of the time off that was granted as a holiday.
Yes, he's like, if a cop heard that the military wants some more, like, yeah, it's great, but like doesn't really impact his life
Yeah.
at this moment. Like, but obviously celebrated and got drunk with. Although he probably worked a lot of it at the pub, to be honest.
Probably.
It's a good time to make some money because everyone's cheering and celebrating.
Exactly. Everyone's feeling cash flush with having
Loose
some
with
time
their
off.
coin.
Yeah.
So I think in that regards, he enjoyed it quite a lot.
Excuse me.
Excellent. All right. So, I'm going to boldly assume that Ulrich just drank the entire time.
Yeah.
That makes the
Can
most
say.
sense for Ulrich's character.
Or do you reckon he went into like fist fights and tried to get people to beat him up?
Probably a bit of that,
feel
I
like-
reckon.
I feel like when it's time to leave, we have to go and get him out of jail. Like he's been in there like deep, like drunk tank for
Yeah.
a couple of days because he keeps getting into fights.
Yeah.
Like they haven't arrested him, but they just like put him in a holding cell.
Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. You'd have to collect him from the watch station on the way out, sort of thing.
Yeah.
As for Lucian, I reckon that Lucian's probably been subdued. I think he would enjoy the moment whilst they were in the spotlight, but as the spotlight has faded from you guys a little bit, he's probably just gone back to work, really. He's probably just gone back to being an apothecary and just working on various potions and ointments and drafts and whatnot to tend to the sick and needy of the city.
Yeah, makes sense.
We can do downtime now if you'd like, to represent what you guys have been up to. Alternatively, I'm perfectly happy for us to move the narrative along, and at some point between now and next session we can catch up and do your downtime that you would have had between last session and this one.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
probably only just gonna do come and buy some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had so much
Oh.
gold. I had like 60 or something gold
Whoa.
in the bank.
Wow.
on like 10% interest.
That is just a ton.
But I was so scared to get it out because like you could
Yeah.
just lose it.
Yeah.
Very fair.
I think I'm kind of happy to leave it in the
Yeah.
sense of like I probably would do an income and then those other things that I would have wanted to do. That's kind of it, really. That's all I would have done.
Okay.
And write a letter's not like a thing. It's not like a full endeavor. Is
Doing
it?
your
No.
income as a priest is doing your priestly duties.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I had a
It's like
feeling that would be the case anyway, but I thought I'd make the offer.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's preaching and ministering is my job, so I've done my job, really.
All right. Well, so as I said, 3 weeks have passed, and you receive a missive. Or I guess you each individually receive missives. This is not Leon at the moment. This is just the other members of the party. To report to the Midden Palace at your earliest convenience.
Cool. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right,
I
so
go. Yeah.
you all would you all meet up first and then go together, or would you all sort of come in and dribs and drabs? Do you think?
Probably meet up first, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you meet up and head off to the Midden Palace. You are admitted as heroes of Middenheim, with very little in the way of a sideways glance. And you are shown into a small study.
Yeah.
A footman enters and offers you refreshments, finger food, chilled wine, and after a couple of minutes of waiting, Baron Heinrich enters, and he looks to you all and says, "Well met. It's good to see you all again."
Ah, my lord, it is very good to see you as well.
I'll salute him with my glass of chilled wine that I've got a significant amount into.
Excellent. I trust that you are enjoying the rewards of your, or the fruits of your labours, as it were.
Of course, but the real reward is knowing that the evil has been defeated, and that Middenheim is safe again.
I will hand George a choice piece of finger food.
Excellent. Spoken like a true priest. Well, I've asked you here because we've received a second summons for you from the Imperial Court at Altdorf, requesting that you make yourselves present for an audience with the Emperor.
Second.
Aye. Well, it has been some time, and there was obviously no rush intended with the first one, but it seems that there is some level of urgency now.
Of course.
It didn't
Well,
go
then
into
we
much detail, so I cannot say why the need for a second missive, or why there is the need for such urgency. But I thought it best to bring you together and to inform you of this, and to assist you with heading on your way.
Of course.
Not that I want you out of the city, of course, but I figure at the very least I can help arrange for travel.
If the Emperor calls, we are his subjects. I'm well aware that might be spicy for him as a graph, but that's fine. So I'm a mega priest. That's of Sigma. That's exactly what I'm
Yes.
going to say.
That's true.
happy for him to take that as you know, as I said it.
He look, he gives you a. I'm trying to think what sort of look it would be. He gives you a look. You can't tell if he's judging you for your statements or reevaluating you. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But he says, "Well, I've made some of the arrangements already, and we'll have a carriage waiting for you to see you on your way to Altdorf in as quick a speed as possible, rather than you having to ride yourselves or perish the thought walk the distance. You can
course.
ride in one of our carriages."
That's very kind.
And we have arranged for your accommodations and food along the way to be covered by the Graf's own purse.
Oh, also very generous.
Very generous indeed.
There is a Middenheim, I guess summer house is probably not the correct term, but it's probably as close as it will be. There is a residence set aside for the Graf and his envoys when they go to Altdorf. It is in the Wolftor district of Altdorf. The servants there have received word that you will be staying there, so accommodation in Altdorf itself will be taken care of.
This is most generous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, when can I say that you should be on your way?
I would ask you much the same. I could probably be prepared to leave by nightfall.
And you,
Seconded.
Johanna? Also by nightfall? Very good. Well, as it were, we're going to send a couple of guards with you along the way. Not that you can't take care of yourselves, as I'm well aware, but the road from Altdorf to Middenheim can occasionally be fraught with perils. So, we've arranged for a couple of guards to go with you.
It is right to do so.
Nightfall it is. Right, well, in that case, I shall leave you to go and make any preparations that you need to make. If you need to acquire funds for your time in Altdorf, speak to your various credit houses and arrange for a letter of credit to be taken to an Altdorf credit house. That will ensure that your currency comes along with you. Trying to think if there's anything else that you might need from us in Altdorf. Would the Graf be able to provide you with anything that you require?
You have been so generous to us already.
He cast a look around the room.
I would think Ulrich would be like a keg or two for the journey.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost
Yeah,
certainly.
that's true.
Almost certainly.
You're gonna feed us, aye, but can you drink us as well?
Nice.
Your libations shall be covered as well, Master Dwarf. Lucian at this point, I think, would probably pipe up and say that unfortunately he will not be journeying with you to Altdorf. His work is, now that the threat of Babracos is gone and the mysterious ailment of the green-spotted brain pox seems to have cleared up along with the defeat of Babracos, he has to return to his normal duties. But he thanks the Graf for the honor and the privilege. So it will just be the three of you who will be transporting your way to Altdorf. Um, So as you all get up and prepare to leave, the Baron says, "Oh, one final thing I just recalled. I received this from one of my sources, shall we say, that the wizard Jana of the Guild of Wizards wished to speak with one of you in regards to your fallen comrades' personal effects."
Yes, I would like to speak with them. Yes, thank you. I have written some letters to the colleges in the city, and intend to meet with them once I get there. So I suppose it might have slipped my mind, but if there's any help the Graf may be able to offer me with introductions or connections there would be helpful. But yes, I will speak with Jana of the Grand Guild.
I don't believe the Graf has any connections with the colleges of magic, but I will endeavour to find this out before this evening. As for other introductions that can be made, there is a Ulrican priest in the city of Altdorf who will probably be of similar mindset to yourself, my good sir. He's wishes to heal the wounds between the Sigmarite and Ulrican faiths. So I feel that the two of you would get along famously.
Of course.
I shall ensure that his details are passed on before your departure.
Of course, I would appreciate that.
Right, well, you have things to be about. I shall have to make some arrangements, and we shall see you on your journey this evening. And he gets up. I assume you also stand and bow as he leaves.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to do all the appropriate, things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, all the gang signs and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Actually, before we go, I'm going to sort of linger at the end of the group leaving the room.
Yep.
I'm going to ask him if he would like me to pray with him before I leave.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And he says,
Challenging?
yeah, challenging.
Well, I mean, he doesn't necessarily agree. Yeah. Because I know he's a secret Sigma, right?
Oh no, you're thinking of the Graf. This was not the Graf. This was Baron Heinrich.
Ah, okay.
But
Never mind. And then I don't offer it. Sorry, I'm thinking the graph. Sorry. Yep. Never mind. No, I didn't do that.
so he leaves, and I assume you leave shortly after.
Yeah.
All right. Do you, as a group, go to the Grand Guild of the Wizards, or does just Wolfgang go?
I wasn't really gonna wait. Like, I was just gonna go, and if they follow me, then fine, they follow me. But like, I'm not.
Johanna would be terribly interested in wizards, really.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Wolfgang. You know what? I reckon Ulrich would probably go with you. So Johanna will
He probably would.
go off to go and collect whatever personal effects that she's left at the Manor War, which I'm assuming is where she's been staying. And yeah, so Wolfgang and Ulrich will make their way to the Grand Guild. After entering through the entrance hall and making yourselves known to a random passerby, after a couple of minutes, Jana appears and says, excellent, you've come. Right, please, if you follow me. And she leads you up a flight of stairs into her office. She offers you some chairs to sit at. And she says, well, I understand that you're planning on leaving to go to Altdorf.
That's right. We have been summoned by the Emperor. We are to have a meeting with Karl Franz himself.
Indeed. What an honour that is.
Absolutely.
As you are going to Altdorf, I feel it will fall to you to send a missive or to take a missive from the Grand Guild to the Grey College in regards to Hiker's demise?
I would I would very much offer to bear this task. In fact, I have actually written several letters myself, but I feel that they may not have reached the right people. I understand it's difficult to get in touch with the wizards.
I would not fear so much that they have not reached the appropriate people. The Grey College have their fingers upon many webs and are involved in many intricacies. So I would not be surprised if your letter, even if sent to the wrong location or addressed to the wrong individual, has somehow wound up in their hands.
Okay.
However,
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
being that you are, in their eyes at least, someone of no import to them, they may not have taken it seriously. So,
That was what I was concerned about.
we have written a missive. Whilst we are not necessarily aligned with the colleges of magic in Altdorf, we do have an uneasy understanding and a mutual respect to some degree. Hiker obviously was a acolyte of the colleges, the Grey College in particular, and a guild member. So her demise links both of us in our grief, and so we felt it right to pen a missive to explain her deeds, her works that she undertook here, and to I guess extend the arm of, if not friendship, then
I was with her when she was doing those works.
indeed.
As was my colleague, the dwarf, and others. We can offer some more proof and evidence of these claims.
Certainly. Which is why I had hoped to reach out to you to be the ones to bear this missive to Altdorf and to the Grey College.
Of course. Well, I would bear this missive and hope that the ones I've sent myself have been well received.
So she passes over to you a scroll, essentially. There is a seal, a wax seal on there, which is bearing the crest of the Grand Guild of Wizards. You can see that it's intentionally been done in grey wax. And as she hands it over to you, she says, an enchantment lies upon the seal, so any but a wizard will know if it has been opened and tampered with. So I trust that you keep this safe for your journey.
I will keep it very safe. And I take it from her with due reverence, 2 hands.
Yep.
And very carefully, I actually will take out my book.
Yep.
Prayers, and I will put it in the middle of the book of prayers, very carefully sealed in there.
Yep.
And the book has a latch with a metallic clasp that locks on
Nice.
a small key, which I keep on a small chain around my neck next to my hammer pendant and stuff like that.
Excellent.
Cool.
Only thing I would add, if I can, is that she will probably have to give the address to the school because you won't find it otherwise.
Yeah.
Because it's not like other schools; it just looks like a rundown old building, and no one knows that it's what it is unless you you're told basically.
Yeah.
If
So
she
that's what I-
knows the address.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask. Was because I've written letters being the Grand Guild, the Grand Guild of Wizards, knowing that it's not, well, not knowing necessarily, but being I haven't got any confirmation that they've received my letters. So am I sending it to the right place? know, how will I, how do I find the wizards? Because my letters, you're saying they may have still read my letters. That's fine, but they haven't read my letters because I've sent them to where they are. They've got their sneaky ways of reading my letters. Fine, but you know,
I don't think that is something that Jana would know.
okay,
As
Yeah, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if it was or not.
being
No,
that
that's
the
cool.
Grey College is very secretive, I doubt she would
Yeah.
know that. I don't think there are any Grey Guardians at the Grand Guild who would be able to pass on that information either.
Cool.
Particularly seeing as all of the Grey Guardians that exist in Middenheim are from the Grand Guild. They've not come from the colleges of magic and then started working for the guild. They've been trained. They're guild trained wizards, not college trained wizards. So they probably wouldn't know either.
Right.
It's not
Cool.
like it's hidden, like per se, but they don't. It's not like a secret lair or anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
right?
also not very well advertised. The
No,
the
not at all.
district of
Like-
Altdorf where it is already pretty fucking
No.
mindfuckery.
Yeah, like you would have to find the right people to ask to find it. If you just ask randoms on the street, they'd have no idea
Yeah.
that it was even there.
Yeah, I sort of picked the task with a bit of an anticipation that it could lead to some good sort of investigation. That's not going to be like, hey, where is it? And they're like, oh, it's just here. It's like, no, it's going to be a tricky thing.
Yeah, certainly.
Cool. But that's good to know. Yeah.
All right. So, with that passed on, what does Wolfgang do to get himself prepared for traveling?
I guess it does cross over a little bit into like downtime in the sense of make sure I've got money and stuff. Yeah, I guess he would go back to the temple and pack all his gear. Really, like he'd pack his armor in a traveling crate.
Yep.
Because he hasn't been wearing his armor around town.
No.
Why would he? We've defeated Evercross and he's, busy priesting. So he still carries the hammer, obviously.
Yep.
But he's not been wearing his armor, not any of his armor, like not the chainmail, not the leather, not the breastplate or anything. It's all packed away into his traveling crate. Same thing with my shield and stuff, like that all packed away. He'd probably stock up on some minor supplies.
Yep.
But he'd probably stock up on supplies like writing supplies and things, like not so much because we'll be going to the town, and I'm probably going to need to write letters, and I'm probably going to want to write pamphlets to distribute to
Yeah, and
Preach.
also you've been told that your accommodation and food and libations along the trip are covered, so you don't need to pack rations.
No, exactly. So he's going to do a bit of a clear out, I guess, of shit from the thing. Like any bits and pieces of crap he's going to get rid of.
Yeah.
Like any leftover scraps of things and rations and whatever he'll probably sell. He'll probably put his tent. I'm going to put my tent in storage. At the temple here.
Yep.
And I'll pack a traveling, I reckon I've probably got 2 chests, like a big one with all my armor in it.
Yep.
And probably like a small to medium sized one with all my other stuff, with like storm lanterns and spare healing stuff and things like that.
Yeah. What is
The,
Gehenna doing?
Things like
sorry.
my green, I've got the green spider amulet, and stuff like that. I'm going to leave that here with
Yep.
the priests to kind of study in the library, and to study here and leave it as something as an object of chaos to kind of protect.
Yep.
But I'm going to keep the 2 pieces of dwarven writing that I had there tucked into my prayer book.
Yes.
Safely. I'd freshly shave my tonsure. I'd do a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of it, yeah.
All right. What does Gehenna do?
Gehenna packs a small bag and chucks George on his shoulder and puts her many weapons into her coat and is ready to go.
She travels light.
Mm-hmm.
She's ready to hunt some orc.
Absolutely.
I would say that Ulrich is in a similar boat, seeing as once he took the Slayer Oath, he did a great purge of his personal items, because Slayers have no need of worldly possessions, they need to die. He's an easy man to go on a quick mission
I thought we
with.
said he's going to be drinking heavily, probably, and we're going to have to go and hose him down.
I mean, he would have been present for the meeting that you just had.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
present for that. So I'm going to assume that he's going to put in some drinking during as part of his downtime, because let's be fair, there's not much for him to pack. He's basically got, a few small possessions that he's kept a hold of. He probably tosses them into a sack.
Pair of leather pants and an axe. Like,
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, he's got a flask of grease to oil his mohawk up.
Yeah.
He's probably got some sort of bottle of spirits ready to drink. He might have... Yeah, I think that's probably all he needs to do, really. And then he's probably getting slaughtered.
Yep.
Alright, well, we'll wind the clock forward then, and it is the early hours of the evening. The sun is just going down, and you arrive at the southern gate, ready to head out towards Altdorf.
Excellent.
You're,
I'm going to approach the guard, who looks like Steve's character. Who
Sure.
presumably is standing with the wagon, yeah?
certainly is.
Not the wagon,
Before
the
that-
thing. Yep.
I assume I have been told what's happening.
Yes, you would have been.
So, for what I was doing
Yeah, yeah.
in leading up,
Because you're getting
Um,
ready to leave, that's a big thing for you, yeah.
yeah. So I've been like polishing my armor, doing any sort of repairs, like trying to make everything that I have look in good condition. There is like a fair bit of wear and stuff on it. And I also will probably get some, like during my downtime, but we'll sort it out later, getting some like materials, bits of leather and things like that that I can use to repair my armor and stuff on the road.
Yep.
And just, yeah, doing that sort of thing. Like he's really prepping, but he doesn't. Leon's like tries to keep everything in good condition, but his ethos is like, don't let things deteriorate, because then it costs more money to fix. So he tries to keep everything in good condition so that it lasts longer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway. And yeah, so you walk over.
And you look like?
Actually, that's a good question. I thought about like where he's from, how he acts. I've never thought about what he looks like. That's funny as.
Well, anyway, while you think of what you look like,
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So he's like just below 6 foot, like 5'10", 5'11",
Yeah.
something like that. He is like slicked back black hair. But it's probably a couple of inches long, not long enough to put into a ponytail or anything like that.
Yeah.
And a nice mustache that's like twirled up on the ends.
Nice.
No goatee or anything. Everywhere else is clean shaven. And he's got his helmet on and his armor, and he's just standing there at attention.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll go and approach him and say, "Oh, hello. I'm Wolfgang. Pleasure to meet you. Could you help me load these into the carriage, please?" And I've got my horse. I'm riding on my horse. Well, I'm walking my horse, who is bearing the two chests that I've got with me.
Oh, hello, Master Wolfgang. Yes, I can do this for you.
Excellent.
And he'll go over and lift your
I'll
chest
help
up.
too. I'll help as well. But just if you can help load the two chests onto the thing.
Ah, you're too kind.
What name do you go by?
Ah, sorry, my manners. I am Leon.
Well met.
He shakes your hand and gives like a short bow.
And then I'll get into the carriage.
Will your horse be sort of like?
I thought it'd be tied up at the back, probably.
I was going to
but,
suggest like tied up to the back so that it would just like trot along
Yeah.
behind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I imagined.
Yeah, I'll take my horse with me because, you sort
Horse,
of
right?
get around in town,
Certainly.
essentially.
The other guard that's going with you, I'll describe him as well whilst we're here. He looks like a true, solid Teutogan. He is tall, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big handlebar moustache that has been very, in a similar fashion to Leon's, has been curled up at the ends.
Nice.
His armor is spotless and gleaming, and upon his tunic is not the word I'm looking for. What's the Alex? You will probably know this. Surcoat. Thank you. He has several medals of service and honor pinned to his surcoat.
My Leon doesn't have a tabard on. He's wearing a breastplate, and it has a lion emblazed on the chest.
Cool.
I'm just gonna swap headphones. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep. All good.
Don't know. No, there we go.
So he will be taking the lead on this, if you will. For this man is a sergeant of the guards.
Cool.
And he says, "Well met, well met. So,
Sergeant.
you're the heroes of Middenheim."
The citizens of Middenheim. There were many heroes there. And there were many heroes we left behind also.
As modest as I hoped you'd be. And he shakes your hand with great fervor.
Oh, that's good.
What you thought was going to be...
Would you allow me to pray with you for strength and bravery on our trip?
Certainly.
And I don't wait for an answer.
No, I didn't think so.
Like I sort of say that and then just start.
Oh,
praying.
it's a strong start.
Excellent.
That's a strong start.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happens.
That's a fumble.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happens when you fumble a pray test. So let's find out.
Yeah.
Prayers. Excellent. If you fumble the pray test, you have offended your god and must roll on the Wrath of the Gods table.
Alright.
Alright. Would you like me to press the button? Because they can be pretty rough.
Is there a button?
I have a button.
Let's press it.
God, rough.
Oh no!
That sounds like bad news.
That does sound like bad news. So soon.
We haven't even left yet.
We haven't even left yet. I hadn't prepped this.
This is shaping up beautifully.
Alright, the Dark Gods answer your pleas instead of your patron.
Oh no,
Oh dear.
Jesus.
Alright.
that's not great.
1d10 lesser demons appear within 2d10 yards
Oh,
and attack
Jesus
the nearest
Christ.
targets. Okay.
Oh god.
Alright,
Really?
that's what it says.
Holy shit.
Alright.
Maybe just don't try and do a blessed prayer next time?
Yeah, just
A regular
please.
prayer. I just did a pray test. I wasn't like trying to do a blessing or anything. I was just trying to pray.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Okay, only 3. And they're going to be within 8 yards of you.
Good omen for the trip.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
right.
lesser demons. Okay. I wasn't prepped for this.
Nurgling?
I think Nurglings might be the nice, easiest one to deal with. Do I have a stat block for Nurglings? I I do not. Hold up. I think I actually do have a stat block for Nurglings, but it is not in Roll20. Hold the phone. I will find it. I was not prepared for.
That very much was not what I was intending to do.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I don't have any fortune to re-roll. I don't think.
Yes, you do now.
Do I?
Because
I've got one. Yeah.
all
that's
of
right.
you.
I'm gonna live with what happens.
You're gonna live with the
And,
consequences.
I mean, I don't think. How does it work, right? I don't know that I've not been like, ha, secretly fuck Sigma.
No, well, you wouldn't know that this was your fault.
No, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to read as a nefarious chaos cult trying
one last time to rid the world of you lot.
Trying to like sabotage our noble journey.
Now, let me see if I can find the stat blocks for Nurglings. Not in that one.
Is
Or
Nurgle the only one that has like small demons?
I guess.
Because I'm trying to think. I can't.
I guess technically. Because
I guess they could be other. They could manifest in a slightly different way, I suppose.
I can kind of understand like Zinch's like the little pink horrors could be like just miniature versions of those or some sort of
That's true.
aberration.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I could make them be horrors instead, because I think I actually have profiles for horrors.
Yeah, alright.
And that actually seems appropriate because it's where Hiker's trapped.
Oh yeah.
That's true, actually.
Maybe one of them's holding a note.
Alright. Shit.
One of them has a grey wizard's cloak on.
Oh. That's
Horrors
horrendous.
of
Plus, then we get to kill them, and then you get to split them in two.
Zench.
I guess that would be brimstones. I don't know if they have a stop off for them.
All right. Okay. We're making this up on the fly because.
Demon-y. make them up on the fly. Like it does,
No, so I've got the stat box for blue horrors. So 3 blue horrors appear. I guess roll some initiative, guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepped for this, but here we are.
Yep.
I'll get Sergeant Wolfguard to also roll some initiative.
Oh, hang on. I don't have anything to click on to make.
That's fine. We're going to just do Theatre of the Mind. It's not a big. It's not a big issue.
No, that makes sense. So, did that roll properly, or I
Yep.
don't know?
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I did. Yeah.
Cool. So it's just Leon that we're looking for now. I need to. Excellent. Somewhere I have that. Right. What do these guys have? So D10 plus initiative plus agility, is that right? It's been a while since I've done this freehand.
I could not tell.
2 plus 3 plus 3 is 8. Great. Also an 8. And Lucky Blast, that's more like it. Okay, so in initiative order, we've got Johanna going first. And it is sergeant. And a blue. Then it is Leon, Wolfgang, and then no one should look at my atrocious handwriting for this because it is truly awful. Just trying to make some freehand notes. Okay, Johanna, you're at the top of the initiative order. What do you do?
Alright.
3 blue horrors have appeared within 8 yards of the party. And are sort of gibbering.
Well, 8 yards being within melee range, yes?
No, just
No?
outside. So a melee range for you guys is... Well, really it's 5 feet. So a yard is 3 feet. So they're a decent bit of distance away. You need to get to within a yard to be in melee range.
Then I might try and shoot it with my pistol.
Excellent.
I think.
By all means.
Difficulty challenging?
Challenging. Yep. Oh, off to a great start.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. To the first 2 rolls of the new fucking arc, we're both on 99.
Oh, okay. Roll for me, please. Unless you want to use your fortune up here and now.
Nah, we're gonna live with it.
Roll for me, please, a D100.
Alright.
Fuck, maybe Zinch has fucked us.
It's starting to seem that way, isn't it? 95. Oh, dear. You completely mess up, and you randomly hit one ally in range using your rolled units die to determine the SL of the hit.
God.
So you somehow shoot a random ally with a 9 being the SL. So
Oh dear God.
that is going to be 18 damage to an ally of your choosing. It's going to be a D3. So on a 1, it will be Wolfgang. On a 2, it will be Leon. And on a 3, it will be Sergeant Wolfram.
Oh dear God.
Sergeant Wolfram gets shot.
No!
Alright, Sergeant Wolfram, how much can he take?
Oh
Chance to
God.
block.
He has got... So he can take a bit. Not much, but a bit. He can take... 2, 6... it's 18 damage. That's a lot. Okay.
It's got toughness and armor.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yes.
That's still a lot of damage.
Yes, it is.
I'm not best pleased by this.
So he's now down to not many hit points left.
Jesus Christ.
He's not terribly best pleased about that. It's his go. He's just been shot by you. In
I'm
the body.
Gonna give him the most apologetic look I can muster.
He is going to make a cool test to see if he can approach these chaos demons that have just appeared out of nowhere. Good. Good. Very good. He cannot. And he will drink a healing draft.
Okay, good.
And regain toughness bonus plus D4. Great. He regains 8 hit points. So he's back up to that amount. Right. It is one of the blue horrors' go. It is going to attack Leon, who it is closest to. What is that, perchance? What? Oh, this blue horror has a creature trait I've not seen before, so I'm looking at what it is. Oh, cool. All Zinchian demons are casters. Which makes sense. Oh, okay, but they can only cast a specific spell.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay. It's going to attempt to cast a spell. What do I need for that? It is. It doesn't have channeling, so it's going to be a hard pull. But let's give it a go. 34. That's actually a success. Would you believe it? I don't think it's enough. So that is 0 success levels. Oh no, tell a lie. It is a failure. They only have language magic of 30.
Okay, good.
So you're alright that it's a fail. Nothing
Who was he
happens.
gibbering?
It continues to gibber. It is now Leon's go.
I will walk up to the one that is closest to me.
You're going to make a cool test.
Okay. Challenging, right?
Challenging. Nope.
I'll pass that.
You'll just pass that?
Yeah. Just use a fortune.
You'll need to do more than...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll.
You'll have to re-roll that one.
I was closer.
Yeah, if you're within 1, then that would be fine, but...
Oh, doesn't look like I can.
Nope. Not today. Alright, Wolfgang, it is now your go.
Alright.
Nope. How close was it to me?
It was... Let's say 5 yards
My
away?
weapon is a spear, so I have like very long range.
Sure. So very long is like double personal, so you'd be able to have like 10 foot of range rather than 5 foot.
Yeah.
That's still like 3 yards, so it was definitely outside of your range. Excellent. There we go.
Yeah. So
Fearless,
I
baby.
basically grasp book in one hand, take hammer off belt with the other, and just start being like, "By the wrath of Sigmar, you will not take me again. I will not go back to your foul realm, demons of change. And I, and none of you will not take any of us either. By Sigmar's hammer, I smite at thee." And that's my turn. And
Excellent.
I become a beacon of righteous virtue.
Beacon of righteous virtue. All of your allies within line of sight are fearless, so long as they remain within line of sight. That is
Correct.
convenient.
Yes.
Sadly, no greenskins. It's plus. You've got +3 success level, so you can increase either the area of effect or the amount of rounds that it goes for.
We're gonna make it longer.
Gonna make it longer. Excellent. So, is it by your fellowship bonus again?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's.
Doubles it, doesn't it?
It might do actually. Yeah.
What is your fellowship bonus presently?
My fellowship bonus presently is 5.
5. 10 rounds. Alright. So. Cool. Just going to put beacon. Just making temporary notes so I know what's going on. Right, so the last 2 blue horrors will strike simultaneously. One of them is going to come towards you, Alex.
Me? Yep.
It is going to need to make... You don't cause fear, do you? Whilst you've got that on.
Not unless he's a
Greenskin. Yeah.
greenskin. Yeah.
Okay. Right, he is going to move towards you, and it will just attack you with its claws, I think. It's not going to try and do anything too silly and attempt to cast again. Oh, wow, it's crit failed. Excellent. So, let's see what it rolls on the Oopsie-Daisy table. 78. That is... it misses its next action. Okay, that's fine. Make a note there. You successfully dodge. Well done. Point of advantage for you. And then the second one will...
In a really non-Slaneshi way as possible, but
Yes.
very Slaneshi.
Very Slaneshi.
It's nothing to do with the weird Slaneshi mutation I have in my head.
No. No. The other one will be the one that that Gehenna tried to shoot at. It's going to make an attack at Gehenna. Let me see if it has anything more interesting than just that. No. Cool. It's just going to attempt to attack Gehenna. It succeeds this time. Just.
That's right. Dodge or parry. Or something.
So you're either a parry or a dodge, Steph.
I'll try and... Can I parry with my gun? Does that...
No. It has to be a melee
I
weapon
guess
parry.
I dodge then.
Well, you could use your melee basic skill or your melee rapier skill.
Yeah, alright.
Like you can use your weapon skill.
I could use the sword that makes me bleed out of everywhere.
But so you're just using it as like a defensive skill though.
Alright, challenging? Or...
Yes. Okay. Well, it's only going to succeed by not a lot, because it's only got a success level of 0. That still means that it will do 7 damage to you, Steph, with its claws.
Rude.
It will gain a point of advantage.
On my right leg. Okay, so... Toughness, very nice, and armor. So 2 damage.
Alright. We're back at the top of the round. It is Gehenna again.
I just looked up the spear's reach and it's 12 feet.
12 feet?
Yeah, it's 4 yards.
Shit. Alright. Well, he was still out of range, but that is good to know.
Yeah. I just looked up
A long
the
way.
ranges, yeah. It's not that much and then very long and massive, like have way longer reach.
Alright,
But
good to know.
But the way I'm thinking of it, I would be using it with a shield as well, so I don't feel like it would have that reach when you're using it one-handed.
Yeah.
Probably not, no.
Because you're like half.
You've got to
holding it
hold it halfway
halfway.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a 3-meter spear is a really long spear anyway.
There's this spear is 10 feet long, up to 10 feet in length, can engage enemies up to 4 yards away,
Yeah.
rather than just 2.
Alright, well... I will attack with my sword.
Your sword?
My sword.
Marvellous.
Yay!
Excellent. He will attempt to dodge. He crit fails his dodge. That's bad. That's bad for the blue horror, at least. How many does it fail that by? 6 success levels it fails it by. Cool. Steph, please roll for me a D1, D10.
That's something
Oh,
I
and you
can
get
do.
advantage too, Steph.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you gain a point of advantage, and it will lose its point of advantage that it had.
Nice.
Cool. Your spell doesn't go off, nor does it do damage to
Yay.
you, which is good.
Yay!
Alright, so it is 9 plus 9 is the difference between the success levels, so 18 damage.
Nice.
Funnily enough, blue horrors aren't armored.
Really?
Yeah. So you, Steph... Oh, actually... Let me see. Hold up. Oh, shame. Okay. You vanquish it in 1.
Nice.
Nice.
You it was a body
Really
shot. You
glom
just
on him.
stab it. You just run it through with your rapier, and
Awesome.
the horror shrieks and then burns up in a flash of blue and purple flame, and it's gone, leaving an oily slick on the floor.
Awesome.
It is Sergeant Wolfram's go. He is obviously filled with holy fervor. He's going to use his halberd to step towards. He's going to step towards a guy. It's going to be the guy nearest Leon because he was probably next to Leon. And he's going to attack it with its halberd. So he currently outnumbers it 2-1 because Leon. Oh no, Leon's not actually in range. Or did you move up into range? You did, didn't you?
No, I couldn't because I moved before the Fearless went up.
Before the Fearless
Ah,
I
right,
had
okay.
my cool test.
Yep, okay. So he's going to move up, and he's going to attack it with his halberd. Nice! Loving this. So many crit fails already. 64. What does that do? He loses his next move. Great.
I mean, this is given that we're heading to Altdorf, it's starting to have. It is having a bit of a grim
Start.
grim dark kind of vibe. Like, you know, as much as that was my criticism about it in our sort of, you know, Q&A game session, I'm kind of getting into it with this one.
Look, I hadn't prepped for blue horrors before you even left the city.
Oh, look, that's right. And I get my next roll was very good, but my first one was pretty bad.
Pretty appalling.
Yeah.
All right. It is the blue horror that attacked Wolfgang's go. It's going to. Do I want?
Didn't it lose its thing because it crit failed?
Oh, sorry. I'm getting my blue horrors mixed up. It's the other one, the one that was trying to cast a spell at Leon but failed.
Yeah.
Seeing one of its fellows go down, it's going to try. It's gonna just run at you and attack you, I think.
All right.
So yeah, it's gonna run at Leon and attack. It's not a crit fail, but it's not good.
It's my character sheet. I forgot to pop it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You can have a point of advantage, no worries.
Thank you.
Christ. So that's good.
It's a good start to this character, but I feel like it's going to be downhill from here.
It's Leon's go.
Okay. So I just read that spears are two-handed, so I don't have that out. I have my sword out.
Sure.
I'm just going to attack back.
Yep.
Or did I outnumber?
No, because it ran past Wolfgang to attack you, or Wolfram. I can't remember what his name is. Wolfguard. All right. It is going to attempt to dodge that. I keep looking for a character sheet, but I don't have one. It will fail. Yep, it will fail that.
Enough that I don't lose advantage, but don't gain advantage.
Correct. It is Wolfgang's go.
All right. I'm gonna try and just whack-a-mole the one in front of me.
Do it. Kasplat. Let's see. He can attempt to dodge this. I don't think, unless he rolls exceptionally well. Oh, he succeeds. Just with a but not by 6 success levels, but with 0 success levels.
Yeah.
So that is 15 damage.
Yeah.
Which squashes a blue horror.
Cool. Splat.
Splat. It also burns up in a. Oh, actually, before.
Oh yeah. Does it split to 2?
It takes no damage.
Oh, damn. That's annoying. Okay.
The blow looked like it would have killed it, and it sort of started burning up, and then your hammer just passed through it, and it reformed itself, and it's kind of had a shocked look on its expression for a minute, and then it grinned at you with a toothy grin.
Oh, I don't get advantage.
You do still get advantage because you
Okay.
successfully wounded the creature.
Right.
Its demonic form
Right. Yeah. Okay.
then took shape, or
Okay.
manifested itself,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Anyway, it's going to not do anything, unfortunately, because it failed its attack last time so badly, so it doesn't get to do anything. So we're actually now back at the top of the initiative order, and it's Johanna again.
This is so speedy. Alright, who's within melee range?
There aren't like 90 of us trying to do a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
There is currently no one. Currently, there is Wolfgang is probably within probably 2 yards of you, battling a blue horror that he has just struck. It is kind of phased and then remained solid. And then a bit
Alright.
further away, Leon is also fighting another blue horror.
Cool, well I'll go and hit the nearest one.
Sure. You may make a strike. It will be outnumbering at 2 to 1, so it'll be an average test.
Cool.
Excellent. The blue horror will attempt to dodge. It succeeds, also by 1, which means it wins.
Rude.
I know. It gains a point of advantage.
These things have absolutely no manners.
You lose your advantage.
Hmm.
It is Sergeant Wolfram's go. He cannot move because he failed his thing last time.
Which one? No, it doesn't matter. He loses any broken conditions.
No, he lost his movement because he crit failed last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm just trying to do the mental maths in my head. He's probably actually still in range with his halberd, because a halberd is basically just a spear, right? So if the spear has a 12-foot reach, then his halberd should have at the very least a 10-foot reach.
Yeah.
Halberd is shorter. Yeah, it's long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so what is the reach
shorter
on
than
that then?
Yeah.
It is. I think it's just normal
8
2
to 10.
yards.
Oh, okay.
Long is a 6-foot weapon, and it's a normal 2 yards. Only very long and massive go the extra distance.
Okay. Right, so he will be out of range then,
Yeah.
yes. Because 2 yards is
Spear-
like 6 feet, so...
Yeah. Spear and glaive are the ones that are. Spear's very long, glaive's pike's massive, and
Yep.
halberd's just long.
Alright, well, he is
Fine.
unfortunately out of range then.
He has defensive hack and impale on the weapon.
Yep.
Which is pretty good. that's very
Alright,
good.
so the blue horror that is attacking Leon will attempt to cast a spell. Why on earth not? It fails. Or does it? Yes, it still
Rolled
fails by
better last time.
yeah. It still fails by not by much. Yeah, no, it failed. So Leon, it's your go.
I'll attempt to swing again.
Sure.
It's just me, mano a mano.
Yes, at the moment, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey.
there it is. I'll see what he rolls. Okay, he failed. With three neg successes. So that is 9 plus 7 is 15? 16?
9 plus 7 is 16.
Great. Roll for me, please.
I also do +1 on that because I have Strike Mighty Blow.
Oh, so 17 damage. And it is a critical wound. So would you like pick a right or left? It's got several to choose from, I think. It's got
Oh yeah, true.
4 arms to choose from, so
I'll choose the northeast arm.
brilliant. It's probably the weakest of all of the things, but it doesn't matter. You've smote it. Oh, unless I don't think this is actually
yeah.
gonna.
Oh,
You've critted though, so I
Oh.
don't know that. I will double check how the demonic trait works, but I don't think that actually applies if you crit on it.
I don't know.
Uh,
Say it phases out. I mean, it's very Zinchy of it to do that.
Well, you
Oh no! It literally says here: roll a d10 after any blow is received. If the creature rolls a target number or higher, the blow is ignored, even if it is a critical.
Yeah, I thought so. Because it's like a magical ward.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately, your excellent attack completely ignored.
Oh well.
You do still get the advantage.
It was
though.
a really good strike.
It's a very
but,
good strike.
There was just like a barrier right
Yeah.
at the last second that stopped
Yeah.
it. I
Um,
got the weak point, but unfortunately I couldn't get all the way through.
So, but you still get the advantage. So, bear that in mind. Wolfgang, it's your turn.
Alright. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna try squish again.
Yep. You now are outnumbering it 2-1, so
Oh, cool.
it'll be average. I do succeed, but you succeed better.
Nice.
How many
Just.
success levels did I get, actually? 1, 2, only 2. So he's got a success of...
You rolled an D10.
Oh, I did 2. My
Oh,
apologies.
there you go.
Let me try that
Okay.
again, but rolling the correct die, shall I?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. He failed
Yeah. Okay.
appallingly.
Yeah.
That's 5 neg SL. So
Cool.
9 plus 13 is a bit.
Meant to, yep.
But let's see. No, you verily smite it.
Vaporize it this
It is
time,
it
yeah.
is
Cool.
smote.
Cool. Okay.
It's actually gone this time. It actually would have been 1 better because it had advantage, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's smote.
Excellent. I smite him. Excellent. And then I will quickly run to the next one.
Excellent. That is Gehenna. You're up.
Alrighty. Who's left?
There's only one blue horror left. Wolfgang has just, after smiting the blue horror that you were fighting together, has run off to go and fight the last one, which is in front of Leon. So that is where the next one is.
I will
So we should
also
be able
go
to
do that.
outnumber it 3-1, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you get in there as
I'll
well, you're outnumbering it 3-1. So it'll be an easy test.
Alright. Yes.
Incredible.
Love to see it.
I have rolled exactly a success with a 0. Can you please roll for me, Steph, a d10?
Yes.
Close but no cigar. Oh, shame. Alright, that is 17 damage. And the... is that actually enough? Do the maths on that. Yeah, that's enough. You, the final blue horror, you lop 2 of its right arms off with a single swing of your sword, and the blue horror fizzles out in a blue and purple flame, screaming.
Nice.
There are now 3 scorch marks on the pavement out the front of the most southern gate of Middenheim. The sergeant who you shot, I will remind you, looks at you and says, "You best be keeping those pistols to yourself during this this voyage, ma'am."
I cannot express how deeply sorry I am about that.
There's there is more at work. This is like these are like the creatures I saw in my nightmares. The ones that claimed Hiker, the mind palace of evil. There's some foul thing. I think they must have cursed your pistol as well.
Yeah,
Jeez.
maybe. Could very well be.
Well, it seems like
I'm
my
gonna
weapons are going to see
talk
action traveling with you.
I promise not to shoot anyone else. I am so sorry.
we'll pray and cleanse this space, and we must be on our way safely. Keep our wits about us.
So, the sergeant sort of shakes himself off and, right, well, let's hope that we experience no trouble on the roads. We best be off. And you load up, and you begin your journey to Altdorf. I will share this with everyone.
Cool.
This here is the journey to Altdorf. Now, obviously, as you can see here, this is backwards, because this is the journey from Altdorf to Middenheim, so we're going
Right.
back the other way. So your first stop will be in Schöninghagen.
Yep. The Skull and Cross. Excellent.
Skull and Cross.
There you go. There you go. Johanna,
Pardon, sorry?
we're stopping at a tavern called, or at, I don't know, inn or something
I am.
called the Skull and Cross.
Excellent. That sounds fantastic.
So your first night, and I'll tell you what, I'll even show you this. More things to show. Show and tell for everyone.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Right, so as I've said here, this map is indicative of any of the coaching inns that you're going to stay at. It's just that this is the map that I had.
they are a standard.
They are very much a standard
Imperial
model.
layout.
Some of them might be slightly different. You know, some
Yeah, sure.
might have more private rooms than others. Some might have a larger common room than others. Some might not have a snug, for example. I don't really know what a snug is.
Yeah.
Not all of them will have a Gustav,
Okay.
for example.
So good stuff.
I don't know, but it says Gustav's bedroom, so not all of them are manned by a man
Okay,
named
alright.
Gustav.
Fair enough. Gustav doesn't inhabit all of them.
No, he's not like
But
Bron.
it's a popular imperial name, so maybe it's not like Bronze. It's
He's
not a
not-
contractual requirement.
Oh, yeah,
It's the owner. Insert owner's name here.
insert owner's
Yeah.
name here, precisely.
Yeah.
So, you make your way to the tavern where the coach pulls into the yard. A couple of ostlers come out and tend to the horses. You are shown through into the main common room where you can get some food. Now, because the Graf is paying, you can get whatever you like. But I will say, your options are you could get a standard bowl of sort of vegetable soup, or some bread and cheese, or you could get something feeling a little bit more decadent. You could get a small pot of beef stew, or a pie of some description, or if you're feeling really hungry, a full roast dinner.
So Ulrich obviously orders everything,
Yes.
right? Like I know he's not here, but he'll have everything.
One of
seeing as the
everything.
Graf's paying.
Yeah.
And as many
Same as the
pints of
Graf's
local
paying, he
beer
will
that he
have
can
all
get
of it,
into
yeah.
his body.
I just thought I'd say that on the off. Like he will have
Yes.
he will have the whole lot.
All food,
The
please.
stew sounds pretty good. I think Johanna would go for that.
Marvelous.
Yes, I will also have this.
I will order the roast.
Excellent. As for libations, you can have a locally brewed ale for... Wow, there's a cost, but it doesn't really matter because it's covered. Or you could have some wine that has been imported from the more lush and verdant areas of the Reichland.
Yes, please.
Have a pint.
Yeah, I'll have an ale.
Excellent. And obviously Ulrich will drink as much ale as is physically possible to fit into his
Dwarfly
small form.
possible. Yeah.
So, would we be leaving like the chests and stuff in the carriage, or would they be
I would
taken?
think not. I would think that they'd be
No.
brought in and
So
placed
I
into
will-
your room.
I'll be bringing them in
I'll help carry
before
my
we
stuff
go
in.
for dinner.
I'll help
I'll just,
help
like,
carry
as-
my stuff in.
As soon as we arrive and they start taking the horses, I will start moving stuff.
I'll assist.
Johanna would help, and George would sit on top of whatever she's carrying,
Yeah.
because he's very helpful.
Or maybe you and I, Leon, carry my armor chest because that'll be heavy as fuck, and then Johanna
yeah.
carries my small personal one.
So you will have a private room which has 4 beds in it, so you can offer a bed up to one of the soldiers if you wish. Alternatively, you can just have an empty bed that I guess George can sleep in.
I was going to offer it to the sergeant,
Yeah.
given that
Yeah.
we shot him.
Because I shot him.
No offense, Leon, but like, you're not recovering from a fucking gunshot.
And I helped.
As for the remaining Leon, unfortunately, you'll be sleeping out in the common room.
Yeah, that's fine.
But all accommodation fees are covered, so you don't have to worry about how much it costs. The night is fairly uneventful. The Skull and Cross is a well-used and, I guess, comforting setting is probably the right turn of phrase.
Yeah.
For those of you who are more travelled, it feels like home. Leon, I'm assuming Leon has not really moved much outside of Middenheim.
Not outside of Middenheim.
This is probably his first visit.
Maybe
The farthest away from
yeah, but he's been like
ever been.
in the graph or whatever, or has sent like he's gone like around Middenheim.
Yeah.
But not that far.
Yeah, so this is probably about as far out from Middenheim as you've gone before.
Yeah, I would think so. I might have been here before, but anything up past this, I won't have been to.
Yeah. So this feels not at the moment not too dissimilar to any of the taverns or inns you would have visited in Middenheim. There's a strong Aldrican flavour to it, but at the same time, this is kind of still new and exciting for you. You're leaving your home for the first time properly, and you're travelling to the heart of the Empire. So, despite the rocky start to your journey, things are looking up.
Nice.
Considering that your day was somewhat truncated, you don't make it all the way to Grubentreich. So, your second day will start with a journey to Grubentreich, which is a small market town.
So I'm assuming, I'm gonna say that I would have tried to get up to like wake people up, but I'm assuming the captain and probably Wolfgang would be up at around the same time.
I would assume so.
I reckon I didn't sleep very much, basically. I don't think I sleep very much anymore these days.
I wouldn't have thought so, not with that.
Yeah. No, I sleep a
Johanna
bit,
was
but like I would have got
snoring
up and been
loudly.
up and about and probably pacing. I was probably downstairs and pacing around and...
So something that I think, I won't say it every time, but like I'll probably, like, Leon will get up about an hour before other people get up and train for a bit every time we stay at an inn or anything like that.
Yep.
As we're traveling.
Yeah, nice.
Alright. So you stop at Grubentreich for your lunch.
Yeah, I'd probably
stop.
train with you. If I see you out there, I'd probably ask if you'd like me to come and join you, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're not opposed to that, because I mean I'm an ex-soldier, warrior priest kind of thing. Like he would absolutely be happy to train, particularly if you're doing something energetic. Yeah.
I'm just like going through forms and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I'd probably join you and do similar. Yeah.
Excellent. Nice. So you make your way to Grubentreich, where you stop for lunch at the Bildhofen Arms. The same food options are available for your lunch stop. As it says there, it boasts a goat cheese as well regarded, so maybe bread and cheese is a suitable way to pass your lunch.
I'd bread and cheese, yeah. I'd goat cheese.
Considering that... Nice.
Hey, no, I pressed the wrong button. It's meant to be this one. Wait, what am I testing it against though?
I don't know, what are you trying to test?
I have Mimic, and I'm doing it against Wolfgang, but I don't know. It says when I'm exposed to an accent for at least a day, I can make an initiative test. If I pass, I can mimic his accent, like forever.
Nice.
Interesting. It wouldn't be
I
initiative
can't
in that
act.
sense. It'd be using the like characteristic initiative.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm rolling against. I guess that's up to you.
Let me have a look at the talent as well, so I can.
I'm thinking it's not something like he kind of does intentionally, but like over time, just like learns how to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
And also, I just realized I'm gonna say that he hates the traveling because of his acute sense.
Yes.
I got the worst acute sense.
Oh,
I have the acute sense of feel.
yeah, right.
That would be so frustrating in a carriage. Or like a
jittering on the
horseback.
road is probably very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So considering that you had such a late start to the day, the driver insists on pushing straight through Malstedt and heading on towards Saturn,
I would insist that we do as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
which had been his intended stop for the end of the second day.
Makes sense.
So you whisk straight through Malstedt and through into the start of some dark forest, and you end in the town of Saturn, which is a neutral location. It's kind of in between Middenland and Altdorf. It's not truly in the Reichland yet. You're still in Middenland, but it's not really under the control of Middenland either. It's kind of a weird no man's land.
Yeah, right.
There are a couple of options for where you could stay. There is the tower. The food is excellent. However, the Gilded Harpy is where it has got the best food in town.
Which is
We
the
just
closest.
have been covered with cash to pay for whatever we need on the way. It's not like he's pre-booked rooms for us at certain places.
Correct. Yeah.
Alright.
Which is the closest to where we are when we arrive?
It would be the tower.
Then I insist to go there.
Excellent.
Yes, it has a very good, strong name.
Oh, I like the sound of it. A tower. Yes.
So you pass your second night in Saturn, and then you continue on the following morning. You head on to Delbers, which, as it notes, there is confusing because it is actually nowhere near the River Delb, which is where it says it should be on the maps.
Interesting.
But there you are. Turns out map makers are bad.
Yeah.
And then you make your way to the town of Mittelweg, which, as the name suggests, it is the middle point between Middenheim and Altdorf. And the place to stay is the halfway house.
Aptly named.
Very aptly named indeed. The following morning, you make your way on to Brökel. Now, this is the only part of the journey where there is no midday stop. So, you would have had a luncheon packed at the Mittelweg, at the halfway house, to get you through the journey.
So, do we all get some novelty half glasses?
I surely hope so. I surely
I
Did
hope
you
so.
read that? It's so funny. It's like just a normal pint glass, but split in half.
Amazing. Where does it say that? I missed it. I think I
In
closed my thing.
It's the second paragraph in the
Oh,
middle
it is.
leg.
Yeah.
You get so they put on an
Oh, yeah.
event every evening.
Yeah.
You get a fine but expensive meal, free flowing drink, souvenirs.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah.
These mugs are sliced vertically and flat on the other
Yeah.
side. That's so funny.
I love that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So it is dark. I probably should have put some character tokens on the map. I shall do that now. Post haste. Okay. Leon doesn't have a token yet, so Leon gets to be a weird, just floating, disembodied head.
Hey, guy.
Miscellaneous guy, number 1. I'll put a name tag on him so that we can see what on earth he is. Or at least I can. No wounds, that's the one. We'll make his name visible to everyone so that you guys can see that is.
I've probably started wearing my breastplate under my robes.
Yep.
Like wearing a bit more of my armor now that we're out traveling, and also after the whole demons appearing thing.
Sure, that
I'm
makes
still
sense.
generally not wearing lots of my armor, but I'm not wearing all of my armor.
Okay.
I'm not carrying a shield and going about fully kitted out, but I'm wearing a bit more kit. I would have been while we're on the road.
We will also put Sergeant Wolfram there. Let's make that obvious that is who that is as well. I didn't prep this bit. I do apologise. Ah! That's not it. That's it. Okay. There we go. Right. So, it is a fairly dark forest, hence the illumination level. And Johanna, can you make for me please an average perception test?
Cool. I can do that. Can I use my nose?
Please.
Yeah, so average.
Average. Excellent. You pick up a scent that you are familiar with, but one that you definitely do not want to smell right now. It smells like the unwashed, slightly, like vaguely spiced, in a sort of like BO kind of way, scent of beastmen in the woods nearby.
Oh no! Horrendous. I'm gonna kind of quietly pass this on to the rest of the group so that we can begin readying weapons.
Let's.
I'm going to carefully try and load, like get my crossbow and out of my chest. How, like, whereabouts would my big chest be fitted? Like, could I, without us stopping, could I get stuff out or not really?
No, your big chest would be probably mounted on the back of the carriage.
Yeah. Fair
Your small one would probably be under the bench seat in there, but the big one is definitely on the sort of
no, there's nothing that useful.
outside.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with this. So I'm going to start with this. Great start. Great start. Woo! What happens? Freezing breath. I better look that up. We're off to the races already, boys and girls. Freezing breath. Did I miss that? Soulworks. Yeah, that's not there. Interesting. I wonder if it's in my other book of tables. which is choosing not to open it this time. There we go. Minor miscast. Freezing breath. Right. The temperature in your vicinity immediately falls, and people's breath can be seen in the air. People within willpower bonus yards must make an endurance test. Okay, it's just
Do we
gonna.
have any light sources?
It's not like dark. It's sort of gloomy in the forest.
'Cause all I can see is black.
Oh, that's probably because I've not turned on vision for you. Hold up.
Huzzah.
There you go. Now you can see.
Amazing.
Sorry, I forgot about that bit. Yes, right. So it's really only going to be he who will need to make a test. I did just read that. It was an endurance test. No, trying to open too many things at once. I'll need to make an endurance test because it is now very cold. It passed. Brilliant. Okay, he's not going to suffer any penalties. But I guess you wouldn't have known about that happening because nothing occurred for you guys to see. Cool. If you guys like, you can roll for initiative. I'll even put the thing out. That's not what I wanted. Hold up. The turn order. There we go. Strong start. Steph and Steve?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, did I have to roll initiative?
Yes, please. Just preemptively.
Preemptive initiative.
Yeah.
Love that.
Just trying to look up like how to use a spear and a shield, because like I know like you should be able to. Historically, you can, and the minis and stuff in Warhammer do it. But
Oh,
Hang on,
totally.
I
Yeah.
gotta do the token.
I mean, it's the combo of actual medieval combat.
There we go.
but I was
never
just
too bad to use it,
Why
but
am I
obviously if
not
the
letting
rules
you?
states your hands on it, it's kind of weird.
yeah. So I was wondering whether we do it like, because I know in shield
There we
walls
go,
and
that should
stuff
do
they
it.
strap a shield
There we
to
are.
their arm
Yeah.
when they and then use the spear with two hands, but obviously then you have like less control about how you're blocking.
Yeah, and you sort of it blocks. It works because you've got like people on either side of you.
Exactly.
I would
One-on-one.
say
I mean,
I like that. I think mechanically how that will work is I will say that the effectiveness of your shield will be lessened by 1 because you have less
Yeah.
control over it. So rather
Yeah,
than being
so-
shield 2, it would be shield 1.
Yeah, so I would say like I can only use a buckler in that way.
Yes.
I mean, there's someone who fights with a spear and shield with like reenactment fighting. Using I reckon you if you took it from 2 hands to 1 hand, your spear reach would probably drop by 1 bracket.
Yeah, long.
It would go down to just like long. It definitely outreaches like a one-handed sword or something like that, but
And
it's shorter. And then your shield's probably not quite. Your defensives aren't as effective.
And then there is somebody online said they made a one-handed spear a long weapon and then added on the unbalanced floor from Up in Arms.
Yep. I buy that. Would you like to know what unbalanced does?
Yes.
Cool. Hang on. Let me just open up in Arms then, and I will tell you what it does.
I have that rulebook.
I should think so because I gave it to everyone so that they could view it. But it is whether
When did you give that to us?
I
Can
linked it to you all a while ago.
Okay, fair enough. I'll have to go through those.
Are you going to allow me to look at things?
Did it
Like,
have?
9/10 of the hyperlinks don't seem to work in this book, which was very annoying.
92 is
Unbalanced.
shields. Maybe there's a shield.
For fuck's sake.
Optional qualities. Here we go. Unbalanced.
Oh, this gives you all the different varieties of weapons, like swords and military picks and all that.
It's very good.
I didn't even. I forgot to ever check this, to be
Can
honest.
someone link it to me? Sorry.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So right, when using this weapon to oppose an incoming attack, it suffers a -1 SL penalty.
For parry.
So it's only if you're going to parry with it.
Yeah, so that. I mean, I would be using the shield to block
Yeah.
anyway.
So, yes, Alex, give me 1 second. I think I put
Alright,
it in
thank you, yeah.
the folder. I'm pretty sure it did in any case.
Maces in here, military picks and stuff.
Yeah.
So maces in this are pummel, but they have the pummel, but they're unbalanced. And military
Yeah.
picks are penetrating but unbalanced.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they're top heavy. That's why the Warhammer's unbalanced. And it has,
Yeah.
you can either use pummel or penetrating.
Alex, I've just linked the link to the folder in the
Yeah.
game chat in Discord.
Yeah. Cheers.
There's a bunch of
Search,
stuff in
trying
there.
to search for 'em a bit more, but yeah.
All right. So they have gone. Let us see. Let's make a check. Nope, he fails that. All right. So with a bellow.
Oh, there's so many more careers.
Cool.
Is anyone other than Sergeant Wolfram, Wolfguard, I keep wanting to call him Wolfram, riding on the outside of the carriage?
I feel like I would have been because I am a guard.
Sure.
Should be guarding.
So I've got Wolfguard at the front and then Leon at the back.
Yeah, that makes
Okay. Out of the underbrush, a Minotaur charges.
Blech.
freaking Minotaur.
A freaking
A
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
That's right, a Minotaur. Charges the carriage and is going to attempt to strike. He's going to attempt to strike at Wolfguard with his horns. Off to the races. Wolfguard will attempt to parry that with his sword, I think. Good start. That is 15 damage. So he will take. Cool. Wolfguard's in a bad way. We're now in fight, as it were. We're in fight mode.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's make a test for him. Fails. Pretty sure he fails that. Oh no. No, he wouldn't, actually. He would pass that. Excellent. Alright. He will just move up to there. Alright, it is Wolfram's go. He's going to attempt... What? Wolfguard, thank you. Every time. Lisa's pulling me up on it now. Wolfguard is going to attempt to attack the Minotaur Wolfguard shall attack with his sword. Crit success! He will attempt to dodge. Nice. That's good. That is 5, 12 damage and a crit. Having to change between layers is annoying. And then a crit to the arm. Dislocated shoulder, that can't be good. That is very bad. Okay, he needs to pass a hard endurance test. He also loses his advantage. Hard endurance test, which he fails. So he is gained the stunned and prone condition. Excellent news for you guys.
Very good.
So he is now stunned, and I don't have a lying down option, so I'm going to say his prone is that one. Cool. What else happens with that critical wound? He drops whatever is being held in that hand. It was his left arm, was it? Cool. So he was holding a two-handed axe, so his left arm has gone numb. So he's now having to use a two-handed axe one-handed, which makes it unbalanced. Great. Cool. So he's just going to be... Oh, he takes an additional 4 wounds. And he's just going to be stunned for a while. Nicely played. And that is an advantage to Wolfguard. Got his name right this time.
I'm just gonna have a quick shower.
Okay. Alright. Then we've got this guy. He fails his test and is going to come running out of the woods. He's going to... He's actually going to do a long bomb charge and try and attack Leon at the back here. So he's going to get his charge bonus. Or an advantage for charging, I should say.
Yep.
He will then immediately spend that... oh no. No, he doesn't have to spend the advantage for it. He's just going to get a free attack with his horns for charging. Beautiful. Excellent. Look at that. You should have had 0 advantage on that. Sorry to start off, but that's
so
fine. You now have 1 because you've succeeded there. Even if it's 2 off, it's still way better than what he just rolled. He will then attack you as well, because that was just him getting a free attack with his horns for charging. Things are looking up. There it is. Nice. Alright, so that one's go. It is... You succeed. But you're going to come up here anyway, so we'll do this. Right. A Ungor runs up and starts attacking the door of the carriage. It's on Johanna's side, but you don't actually need to do anything, Steph, because it's attacking the carriage door.
Are there any windows kind of nearby?
There is a window at the door, but the Angora is not tall enough to strike at the window, so it's kind of hacking at the bottom portion of the door.
Can I shoot through the door at it?
Not. Oh yeah, you would be able to, certainly.
Let's do this.
Cool. It will succeed in that. Now, vehicles. Would you believe it? I actually have acquired a table for how to attack vehicles
Nice.
and how many wounds they have. Cool, nice. It has some traveling speed. That's not what I want. I wanted attacking vehicles. Mounted combat? No. Attacks on vehicles. Funnily enough, vehicles cannot suffer critical wounds. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Right, so it has a toughness bonus of... Because, of course, a coach has a toughness bonus of 4.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
7, it takes 3 points of damage. Let's just keep tabs on that, shall we? Coach has taken 3 points of damage.
The whole coach or the coach door?
The coach door, but it's considered part of the coach as a whole.
Yeah, sure.
There's no, as it were, hit locations, funnily enough.
Yeah, okay. This is not. It's Age of Sigma, you know. It's 8th edition, 40k or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's just total wounds and mortal wounds. None of this front armor, back armor, side armor stuff.
Then there is... This guy is going to attempt to cast spell. Maybe. He's just gonna do this. Not today. And it is now Leon's go.
I will attack the bandit.
Do it. Nice. He will attempt to dodge that. Very good. 13 damage. To the torso. Are these guys armored? They are. 1, 5. So he takes 8. Cool. If I remember.
Oh, sorry, that's +1.
+1. Even better.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I'll remember that I have Strike Mighty Blow eventually.
Cool. Alright. Lovely. Then we've got another one of these guys. He fails. So I'm just going to move this over to here. Coming out of the underbrush, we will have another cheeky little Ungor who's going to try and attack this door over here. With its weapon of choice. It also succeeds. The door takes another. That's 9. So. Cool. Carriage is taking some damage. It is now Wolfgang's go.
Right. Can I, like, attack one of them from out of the carriage?
Yeah, so the windows can either be broken, or you could open the door and try and attack one.
I was going for like kick the door into its face as I jump out and swing my hammer at it.
Nice.
Yeah,
That was
nice.
the idea.
For flavor's sake, I'll say you can make a free melee brawling attack, or like
Awesome.
improvised weapon. So just do like a
Yeah.
melee basic for like kicking the door into its
Sure.
face. And we'll say that it's just like cool. So you succeed. Let's see if it dodges it first. That might
Yeah, yeah.
change things. Nope. Okay, so it takes 2 damage to the face. Oh no, let's a door. I'm gonna say it's gonna do +2, so it's 4 damage.
Okay.
Do Ungors have any armor? They do not. It takes a single point of damage. You've wounded it. And then you can attack it as well. Excellent. Look at that. There it is.
That's it. I'm thinking kind of as it comes in, it hits the door, it comes in again, I go bam, kick it, and then jump out and
Glorious. It will. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Right.
That is 13 plus 9 is 22 damage to the torso. I think that's a dead Ungor. That's a dead Ungor.
Nice.
What happens?
Well, so yeah, I kind of like I see it come at the door and it like whacks at the door with its thing and starts slobbering away, and so I sort of lie back on the chair, and then both feet kick the door into its face.
Yep.
So it kind of goes back and like holds its face, its snout kind of thing. And as it does that, I basically just kind of like jump out of it. I sort of kick it and then bound out of it, and then just sort of with 2 hands just like full on batter up baseball right into its guts
Glorious.
with the hammer, and it just caves its
Caves its stomach
rib
cavity in,
cage basically,
snaps its
stomach, and,
spine.
yeah, it just sort of folds over the hammer like that
Yeah.
with a kind of whimper and a sickening
Crunch.
burst of greasy blood, and then I move on to pick the next one I can see.
Excellent. Absolutely glorious. This is what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this one will not quite make it, but will he pass his test to do it quietly? No, he won't. So he will appear, but he's not going to make the distance. So didn't want to make this easy for you guys. There's another
The
gore.
Bray Shaman, isn't there?
Sorry?
Is there a Bray Shaman?
There may be a Bray Shaman.
Yeah, I thought there might be.
I
I thought that's what that whole thing was. I was a bit like, hang on, that seems a bit. You tried to cast something.
Will he make the distance? Just. Alright, he will go and charge and replace his fallen brethren. But he has done it in such a stealthy manner that, Alex, I'll need you to make an initiative test to see. Oh no, you have 6th sense, don't you?
I do, yes.
Does that mean you cannot be surprised?
It doesn't explicitly say that, no. I don't think it just says I have a innate. You get a strange feeling when you are threatened and can react accordingly. GM may warn you if you are walking into danger. This will normally come after a secret intuition test on your behalf. Further, you may ignore surprise if you pass an intuition test.
Great. Make for me, please, a average intuition test.
Cool.
I'm going to call that a success.
Okay.
So you won't get surprised from this gore charging.
Okay.
I'm just going to move this dead one, just for ease of tokens.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you are moving after all, so
Yeah, yeah.
maybe you've just left it behind. Right, it will
So,
gain.
I'll be out of the wagon though. Like I've left the wagon
Oh, okay.
to kill the gore.
Right,
Right.
so
'Cause
you're
I kicked it and then jumped out of the wagon to like beat it.
excellent. All right, that's fine. So it will make it to where it has. It's gained a point of advantage for charging. It is going to use its free horns attack on you.
Yep. Yep.
Excellent. Strong start. Immediately probably lose its point of advantage because it's brilliant.
Just pirouette aside.
Just pirouette out of the way, and then I will whack at you with some sort of jagged blade.
Implement.
Ooh. Alright.
Ooh.
That is 10 damage to the right
10.
arm. 10 damage.
The right arm. All right. Okay.
Is
so
that
I've got-
right? Is that yeah? That's right. 10 damage.
Yeah.
And it retains its point of advantage. Look out. That's exciting.
Look at that.
It lost it and then it got it back. So you have a point of advantage. Good to know. We're on to you. And you have also passed your test. This is exciting to see. Won't quite make the distance, but it will do it in a stealthy type manner. It will make its way up to here. Right.
Now I'm noticing. So my current wounds are saying I'm on 20, but it's saying my max wounds is 19.
Interesting.
That seems weird.
It does seem weird.
I'm going to treat it like my max wounds is 20 because I believe that's what it should be.
Yep.
I've worked out my soak and stuff from the armor I'm wearing and not wearing and toughness and such, so I've
Yep.
taken that off.
He will fail his test, so he will appear in a blaze of glory. And will... Is that enough for a charge? Actually won't be able to make the distance. He'll get close. He'll make it up to... I'm on the wrong layer. Silly boy. He'll make it up to here. Yet more gauze charging in. And we're almost done. He will actually pass, would you believe it? And then you will move up to here. We are at the top of the initiative order. It is Gehenna.
Alrighty. Is my door bashed down yet?
It's not been bashed down. It has been hacked at. It has taken a little bit of damage, but it is not. It by no means broken in.
I'm gonna shoot him through the hole in the door.
Sure.
Difficulty?
Challenging.
Alrighty. Please don't shoot anyone.
Nice.
Yay.
That is 12 damage. Are you using one of your oh no, that's not how Impale works, is it?
I don't know, is it?
I can't remember. Is Impale the one where you get crits on 9s and 10s?
Impale is.
Impale is?
Impale's is on 10s, 20s.
Oh,
30s,
10s and doubles.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And penetrating? Does anyone remember what penetrating does?
It
think
ignores
it
non-metal armor.
Yeah.
Yep. And the first point of all other armor is also ignored.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, Ungors aren't wearing any armor. So that is 13 damage. And they can take that amount. So he is not looking terribly best pleased with himself. But he is still around. And you get a point of advantage, Steph.
Awesome.
Right, so it is now let's attempt one of these again. Surely. No, doesn't go off. Not enough success levels. Big shame. Alright, that's fine. It will remain hidden. The Minotaur is stunned and can do nothing except for defend itself. And at the end of its turn, it will make an endurance test to see if it recovers from this. I don't know why I'm rolling physical dice when I have a button I can press. It is still stunned. Then we've got there. Okay. Right. He's going to do that and fail. The forests of the Empire are a scary place. It's going to run up here and attack Gehenna. Alright, it's going to... No, it's going to attempt to attack...
Stay away from my hands!
It's going to attack the carriage. Because it can't quite see you yet because you've shot it through the door. So it will not have advantage. It will do that. Succeed. 9. Okay. Carriage is starting to look a little bit worse for wear. Then it is Sergeant Wolfguard's turn. He's going to strike at the Minotaur, who is stunned, which means he gets advantage attacking it, if I remember rightly. So he gets a point of advantage for attacking a stunned creature. Actually, is there a thing for prone? Do you get benefits for attacking a prone creature?
I think so.
In many other systems.
Plus 20 to hit you. Yep. Okay, so scratch that. It's actually an average test for him to whack him then. Plus he gets an advantage. It's looking very good. This Sergeant Wolfguard's going to like smack a Minotaur up here. Okay, Minotaur can still defend even though he is stunned. But it's difficult. Not challenging. Fails. So that's 12 damage. Minotaur will take another... Oh. Minotaur will take another 5. Excellent. Right. The Gore that is attacking Leon will have another swing at you. With its blade. Nice. It succeeds. That is...
I feel like I want to use Fortune to reroll.
By all means.
May as well, as I don't want to lose my advantage if I can avoid it. Nope, it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
That's what's happened every time I've used my Fortune.
Alright, so that is 9 damage. Did I read that right? 7 plus 2 is 9.
Yep. Luckily, I have no armor on my legs.
Excellent.
So that's 6, 9, 8 damage. Oh no, my toughness drops it by 4.
Yep. And you've got a shield,
My
so a shield
shield
counts for
for
all
one.
locations. So
Yeah, so it's 5. So 4 damage total.
right. Then we've got that is a pass. You are all the way down here. Going to move up. And then it is your go. It's going to attempt a channel, I think. It did so well last time. Oh, brilliant. What's it going to be? Driven to distraction. You gain the surprise. Oh, you're startled. Oh, that's it. That's actually quite easy. If you're engaged in combat, you gain the surprise condition. Otherwise, you're startled. Brilliant. Nothing else bad happens to him. That's not too bad. Ungor 3 is going to attempt to claw at Gehenna through the door. I'm going to say that it's difficult for it to try and attack you through the door. So that will be an easier time of it. Well, a harder time of it for it. Okay. Difficult. Cool. Steph, it is a dodge for you. Challenging. You absolutely love it. Deary me. I have a sneaky suspicion this stream has not worked very well because I've got 36 notifications of dropped frames.
Well, that's good.
That's not ideal. I think our internet needs to be fixed somewhat. Alright, Leon, you're up.
So hopefully I can turn the tables back in my favour.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, how does that work again? So, is it this one? So, I might jump off the wagon and move to here using disengage.
Nice.
Nice.
I have relentless,
Yep.
and I will attack this one
Sure.
to get some outnumbering.
Correct. So that will be an average attack for you. Oh, there's a crit again.
Nice.
Oh, it's okay. So
Nice.
no matter what happens, it's dead. But let's see what sort of
Nice.
crit you get. Hacked leg.
Awesome.
Let's see. What does a hacked leg look like?
Just to get him straight through the femoral artery.
A cut bites deep into the hip. Gain 1 prone and 2 bleeding conditions and suffer a minor broken bone. Further, they must take a hard endurance test or also gain a stunned condition. It doesn't really matter. You've cut deep and it's been enough to kill it.
Cool.
But good to know.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Relentless.
What does a relentless do?
So I can disengage from enemies even if I have less advantage than
Nice.
my opponent. And
Nice.
if I use advantage when disengaging, because normally you just drop it to 0,
Yeah.
I keep 1 for every rank I have in this talent.
Yeah. Cool.
I only have 1 rank, but if I disengage and I have advantage, I can keep 1.
Alright, Wolfgang, you are up.
All right. That was the one that was just in front of me, right?
No, that was the one that was in front of Gehenna. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go for a smack back at the one in front of me then.
Yep.
Damn.
This guy has an advantage, so he might do better. Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Technically, he does win, but he doesn't gain any advantage for that.
No. That's fine.
All right.
Cool.
It is
We
this
remain locked in combat.
Gore's turn. It is going to come up here and attack Leon. No charge, unfortunately. It wasn't far enough, so it's just going to do a whack. Just. What does Leon do?
Oh, sorry. I missed my name. I will block. Yeah, I've got 1. Hey,
Crit with the
Going on.
buckler. 2 crits in a row. You succeed.
Popping off.
Alright. It is the next Gore's go. That's the one that's attacking Wolfgang. It will attempt to attack Wolfgang.
All right.
Um,
Attempt away.
It still has its advantage. Crit fail.
I like,
You love to see it.
I like this
I do.
character. He's very lucky.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays
49.
this way.
It will make its next action at a -10 penalty. That is you. It loses its advantage, and it will have.
Actually, I win that technically too because
Technically, you do,
being
yes.
the defender. I don't win anything. It's just,
Correct,
just the
yeah.
knowledge that I didn't lose.
Yeah,
But,
precisely. Yeah,
yeah.
you don't win, but you didn't lose.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, is this Gore gonna? Technically, it passes, but it's gonna come charging out of the underbrush anyway. I just moved it to the map layer. That was awkward. Don't do that. Token layer. It's going to... Yeah, it's going to also attempt to attack Gehenna, I think. This one is dead, and you've left it by as the carriage continues to move. So technically, Gehenna is now outnumbered 2-1. So it doesn't have an advantage, but it will make it.
I will attempt to dodge, I suppose.
Ooh!
Oh, fuck. That's not great.
A lot of 33.
A lot of 33s. 3 is not the magic number.
No.
Difficulty?
Challenging. Oh!
Oh!
Hey.
I counter
You-
your crit with a crit.
Yeah, I
That's it.
counter your crit with a crit,
Very
and
good.
Steph, you win that then.
Nice.
And I
Nice.
place my card.
Yep,
face
and you gain a point of advantage.
Woohoo!
Gore number 3 is going to come over here and attack Leon. So Leon is now outnumbered 2-1. Let's see if we can repeat those dizzying highs again. No, there's not a crit this time.
Good roll though.
Just a success. Better than that, unfortunately.
Yes, it is.
9 damage again. This time to the left arm.
My arm. Oh, that's a bit better. So that you said 9.
9.
I take
Yep.
1. I take a 1 damage.
Ah, what?
I have 3 armor on my arms.
Curses.
Plus my shield and then toughness of 4.
And then
So I can block 8 on my arms and my body and 0 on my head and my legs.
excellent. Alright,
Oh,
and Ungor comes scurrying out of the underbrush and is going to attack Wolfgang. Outnumbering you 2-1.
No.
No, you say?
Combat Master.
Oh! How many levels in Combat Master do you have?
3.
Fuck, so you count as 4 people basically.
Yes. Yes, I
Great,
do.
cool.
Yes,
Good to
so,
know.
No, I'm not outnumbered. I'm
Yeah.
not outnumbered by 2 Gores. It's not even a fair fight yet.
Yep. Alright, cool. Well, it did not do well.
Cool. Let's see if I can do a bit better. That
Sure.
being said, I did the really awesome move on the first one.
Yep.
And I've kind of fluffed the rest of them.
There
That's a
we
bit
go.
better.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. I bat him aside, and I'll get my point of advantage back.
Excellent. Alright, it is the top of the round. Gehenna, you're up. There are 2 Gores trying to attack you through the door.
Well, I've got 1 pistol still loaded.
Yep.
Challenging?
Challenging. Which one are you targeting? The closer of the 2 or the further?
The closer one, absolutely.
Excellent. Yep.
Rude.
You could use your single point of... Oh, you've got multiple points of fortune, don't you? Because you haven't burnt all your fate yet. You could use a point of fortune to make that a success.
You know what? I'm going to do that.
Cool. Well, that will make that a +0
Yeah.
success.
Shoot.
Bang. That's 9 damage to the torso.
Nice.
And
Right.
it ignores 1 point of armor because it got penetrating. So that ignores the single point of armor that it has. So it takes 5 damage. It loses its advantage. You gain another point of advantage, Steph. And that is your go. Then we've got this guy out in the weeds. He's going to fail his stealth test. So he will become visible to you. He'll attempt to move a bit closer, and then he's going to attempt to cast a spell. He's going to attempt to cast an easy one, maybe. No, he does not. The Minotaur is still stunned, so it can do no actions. At the end of its turn, it will make an endurance test, which will be difficult. Still fails, so it's still stunned. It's not looking well. Right, the gore that you just shot, Steph, is going to try hacking at you again. I think it's going to struggle. Technically, it's outnumbering you 2 to 1, but it's going to attack through the door. So I think it's just going to be flat challenging.
Alrighty.
No.
Alright.
You shall attempt to dodge or parry, whatever you choose.
I might attempt to parry, I think.
Well, you've shot both your pistols now, so I guess it's time to
I'm gonna
draw a sword and.
That's it.
I'm gonna try a sword that doesn't try to kill me on occasion. 'cause I'm
Draw
not
steel,
feeling
you
lucky.
knave.
Alright, flat challenging.
Flat challenging.
Knaves meet steel, hopefully.
Nice.
Hooray!
Another point of advantage for Steph. Steph's about
A
to get the ball.
friendly introduction.
Steph's getting the ball rolling.
That's it.
Wolfguard is going to attack the Minotaur again. He's had it up to here. He's like, this is supposed to be an easy job.
It's been doing pretty good to like solo a Minotaur though.
He's doing all right.
It's doing pretty damn good. Like,
And the Minotaur is still prone for some reason, so it's still average. So
I mean, Ulrich would have by now definitely cut the head off the Minotaur, but
Oh,
Ulrich
sure.
drunk under the seat or something.
yeah.
I reckon is what we say.
Most likely.
Well, the Minotaur didn't fail its roll, but it's still not great.
At the
10
last
damage.
end, he-
Uh,
yeah, the last end he stayed up all night drinking, so he's passed out in the
He's
carriage.
passed
He's
out.
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can take 7. So takes it further. 3. Soloing that Minotaur quite tastily. That's another point of advantage for Wolfguard. Wolfguard's also getting the ball rolling. This score at the back here is going to come round and attack Wolfgang. I have a note here saying that he has advantage, so he has a point of advantage, but he doesn't outnumber you.
He
Not
does
yet.
not outnumber me. Well, there was only 2 of them now as well.
There's now 3, so that still doesn't outnumber you.
Oh, there's 3, and it still doesn't outnumber me. Okay.
He crit fails, so we're off to a flying start. Nice. 69. Nice.
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 There's
That's,
a soundboard.
I've got it up. I've just got too many tabs open.
Yeah.
He loses his next move.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Where's
Soundboard.
the soundboard? Hang on.
It will be...
Incredible, flawless.
It's probably the closest.
Yes!
Also works.
You'll love to see it.
There we go. Okay.
Right. It will lose its advantage. Unsurprisingly. For that travesty. Go for is going to still pass its stealth test, but I think this is going to make a run at Wolfguard. He's going to come up here and attack at Wolfguard. I don't think Wolfguard is considered outnumbered because the Minotaur is stunned.
That would make sense.
Wolfguard will defend with his sword. He shall parry. Fucking glorious. Wolfguard is just loving it. Get another point of advantage. Right, then we've got this guy. He will pass his stealth test. And shall move up to there. And then we will... It's not worked yet, but let's try it again. Let's try channeling. There we go.
Oh,
Now,
that's like it.
there we go. Cool. Bank that for later. That one, oh, he is dead, so that's gone. So it's Leon's go.
My mouse goes off. Not good. Guess I'll take that one.
Yep. Nice. This one you said?
No, that one there.
No, my ping didn't come through. Oh, it's because I'm on the GM layer. No wonder my ping didn't come through. Does that one have advantage? He does, apparently. Okay, so I'll attempt to dodge. No. Goodbye advantage.
14 damage.
14 damage. That is... Nice. Another point of advantage for Leon. Wolfgang, you're up.
Alright.
Yo-yo
Let's see if
between
I
3
can-
and 0 advantage every round.
Alright, let's hit one of the ones near me.
Yep.
Probably the first one that attacked me, I guess.
So this one?
Because I think so. I haven't hit him yet, have I?
No.
No, okay.
One of them
Let's
is
go.
damaged because Leon has damaged it, but no.
Yeah. Ah, god damn it.
You could spend your
I
point of...
wasted my advantage.
You could spend
I've,
a point
I've spent my fortune.
Ah, of course. Alright, well, he will attempt to dodge. He's dodged worse than you've attacked, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah. I still lose my advantage, don't
You
I? 'Cause
still
I
lose
didn't
your
wound him.
advantage, yep.
Didn't hit him, yeah. No, that's cool.
Alright, so
Right.
this score will attack Leon. Score number 1. Do you have any advantage? You don't. But you do outnumber him 2 to 1. Bonce. Actually, just realised that this guy should have taken an extra point of damage because of Strike Mighty Blow. Steve,
Oh, sorry.
you're up.
Yeah, that was plus when I did before. I'd already added the damage.
Oh, had you? My apologies. Well, I'll give him back 1 point then.
This,
This
am I
guy
being
here
attacked? Oh, yeah.
is attacking you.
Yep, sorry. Yeah.
Oi! Alright. is.
think I'm gonna fortune that
Yeah,
one.
that's
'cause
sensible.
I don't want to get hit in the head for
That's
that.
that's sensible.
Oh, wrong button. Cancel. It doesn't make a difference every time.
Every time. So that is a solid bonk on the head. That is 13 damage to the head.
I'm unconscious.
Oh dear. Guys, don't let the new party member get killed straight away.
Yep. On it.
Try not to.
Try not
It
to.
happens,
Yeah.
Alright, the next Gore, which is the one that Alex has been fighting, will attempt to whack Wolfgang. Sadly, not outnumbering. That's fine. Not like that, it won't. Marvellous. Right, this one will strike at Gehenna. No, it will help if I open the right tab, because I've got 19 of them open. It fails to strike Gehenna through the carriage door.
Yay. Big fan of that.
You'll still need to roll a dodge or a parry, whichever you choose.
Meh.
Cool. You don't fail as such. This one.
Only just I know that I have deep down.
Will he attack a downed man? Because technically you're not unconscious. You're on 0 hit points. Yes.
Yeah, technically, I don't. I think I have to take a critical wound though, don't I?
Yes.
I would have been like -1.
Right. Okay. So yes, that'd be a critical
no.
one.
I think you add them up. I think once you take a certain number of critical wounds,
Wait,
it gives you a toughness
I'm an
bonus when you're
idiot.
down.
You did 13, right?
Yes.
I was on 12, but I still get to take my toughness and
Of course.
And the shield.
Okay.
out.
Yep.
So that's 13, 9, 8. So I'm on 4 hit points. So
Excellent.
I'm actually up.
You're actually still fine. Okay. So I won't feel bad about trying to hit you with this guy then, because you're not actually unconscious.
I mean, if I get hit, I can definitely
I mean,
hit,
look.
but I've got a chance.
I could roll terribly. I mean, I could do that. So
There's still, I wouldn't say it's out. Oh, I'm not gonna get hit though. So.
yeah, there'll be no taking. And look, you gain a point of advantage back.
Huzzah!
And then this Ungor is going to attack Wolfgang.
Just a lowly guard, like NPC guard, basically. Expendable.
Oh. Okay. Not today, says Wolfgang. You knave.
That's it.
Gehenna, you're up.
Alrighty. We got. I've got the guys near me. It would probably make sense to hit the closest one. Get him out the way.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice. Yikes. That is 8 plus 11, 19 damage. You skewer him with your rapier.
Haha, get skewered.
Get skewered. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
And that puts you up onto max advantage.
Nice.
This shaman shall move up a bit closer and he's gonna try it. He's gonna channel. No, he's not. The Minotaur, it's his go. He's still stunned. I guess he'll attempt to get up. How do you get up from prone? Do you just do it?
I think you can just do it.
Right, yeah, you can either stand up or crawl at half move pace. So, he will just stand up. But that's all he can do. Because he is still stunned. He will attempt to make an endurance test to not be stunned anymore. Nope, he's still stunned. And because he crit failed, he gets a second stunned condition.
Oof.
So he now has to pass 2 SL's worth of stunned to
But gets up, slips over, and
cracks his head on the
Yeah.
the handles on the side of the seat of the carriage.
So I presume the wagon's kind of slowed down a bit now, though, right? Like it can't be pelting along at full tilt.
No.
Or what's still
No.
going? Because I'd be a long way behind by now.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
All right. Wolfguard is going to strike at the Minotaur again. He's not going to have as easy a time of it because he's now standing up again, but that's fine. Oh, he actually still gets a point of advantage though for striking a stunned creature, so he's now maxed out on advantage. Excellent. Oh, I think this might be a dead Minotaur.
Looks pretty good.
What's that? 17 plus 7 is 24 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a dead Minotaur. He can take 9.
Whoa, soak 9. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got. Oh, sorry, he can soak 7, not 9. Sorry, which means
No, I believe a Minotaur soak a lot. I mean, if I'm wearing all my armor and my shield, I can soak about 9.
yeah. Right, so that has killed the Minotaur. So Sergeant Wolfguard is just absolutely smashing it.
Yeah.
And
Whether he wants to or not, he's inadvertently teabagging their corpse because of his giant nads.
yeah, exactly. Because he's just that big of a hard ass.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, I've got a Gaul that is going to attack Wolfgang.
You nearly said it.
I nearly said Wolfguard. He's not
No,
Wolfguard. He is
Wolfram.
Wolfgang.
You were saying wolf from
That's it.
before.
Nice. Right, this Ungor is going to attack Wolfguard. He's not going to have a good time of it, I think. Considering Wolfguard is currently in God mode, I think he'll be fine. Yes, that didn't actually work for some reason. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Yes, he succeeded. But what did the guy who just rolled a crit fail do? He rolls a 2, which means he takes a single point of damage to himself. Silly goose. This shaman will continue to pass his stealth tests. I was just going to move ever so slightly closer. And will... He's got 4. Yeah, okay. He's going to try that. He's got that. Still no. Big shame. I was kind of hoping I could summon a pink horror. And there he's burnt all of his mystic energies that he had built up, so that's gone. Leon, your turn.
Alright.
Where shall you strike, sir?
I have to try and strike that guy again.
Just want to get striked.
Absolutely stricken. It will attempt to dodge. Technically it wins. Oh, it's got a target number of 0. That's not right.
So it definitely would have won.
Yeah, it would have won, because it should be a target number of 25. I thought I'd put that in. Apparently not. Right, so that would have won that, so it will get a point of advantage there.
Yep.
Alright. Wolfgang, you're up.
Yo. Alright. Which one's the wounded one? Because you said one of them's wounded.
It is this one.
Oh, lightly?
That
Okay,
one
I'll
there.
strike at him.
Marvellous.
Ah, finally. Well, maybe. He'll still probably defend now. But I finally get an attack off. Yeah.
He will... no, he won't do that. He will attempt to dodge that. Not today. That is 14 damage.
Yep.
Which is enough.
Ah, cool. Nice.
So that
Because he was
is-
already injured. That's right.
He was already quite injured, yeah. So he's dead. You swing your hammer into his arm and crush his shoulder socket, and force the bone in and puncture a lung or something. I don't know. He
Yeah.
bleeds out and gurgles away or something
Yeah.
truly horrific.
Something, yep.
Right, Gore.
Really viscous.
Gore 1 will. What is he gonna do? Probably not much. He's actually gonna try and he's gonna spend his advantage and disengage, and go and attack Wolfgang instead.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Alright.
oh, not today. You are still kicking, so that Gore will attack. Do you have advantage? You don't. Just getting hammered on all sides is Wolfgang.
Look, as long as I keep it down to only 3, that's alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will require a dodge there, good sir.
Oh, so that's another attack.
That's another attack
sorry.
on you, yeah. It was the
Oh,
second Gore
apologies,
attacking
okay.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Marvellous. Alright. Then we've got that one. So Gore is going to attack Gehenna. It is going to strike at you through the door, which will make it difficult. It still succeeds.
Well, parry challenging.
Yes. Try that again. That didn't work for whatever reason.
That's weird.
I have a suspicion that you will succeed. Yes.
Wait.
Yes, and defender wins in that instance. You can't go any higher on
Cool.
Gore 3 will attack Leon. He has a point of advantage for some reason. Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
This is the time where you pull out a crit to save the day.
I doubt it.
Oof. Is it too early in Leon's career to pull a fate point?
If he's gonna die, he's gonna die. I have to start again.
I mean, it's one session in, so it's probably...
It's over and be the sergeant, I reckon.
You should take over playing Wolfguard.
No,
I mean, what do I even do? Like, even if I'd have to fight the death.
Well, let's see. How much would that be? So that is
It's enough.
10 damage plus a critical success.
But even if I can fate to just succeed.
You can fate to just ignore the attack entirely.
Yeah, I guess I have to.
So the blow whistles past you. You somehow... Sigmar has just put its hand on your back and pushed you down so you avoided the blow. Or pushed you to one side. Something told you to step aside and the blow just misses you. And it loses its point of advantage because it did not hit you. This Ungor is going to attempt to attack Wolfgang. Maybe. Not today, says Wolfgang. Alright, it is the top of the round. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, okay. Yes, Gehenna is up.
Alright, can I, from the carriage, reach that other guy with my sword?
No, you will need to dismount from the carriage to attack him.
Well, maybe I'll just reload my pistol.
Sure.
In that case.
You will need to make a ranged black powder test to reload your pistol. Do you...
there we go.
You don't have
Yep.
the gunner or rapid reload talent, do you?
I have rapid reload.
Can you tell me what that does again?
Let me find
I
out.
think that just...
Reload range weapons with practiced ease. You add SL equal to your level in rapid reload to any test to reload a range weapon, and I have 1.
Cool. Okay, so that means you'll get +1 SL to this, so you should be able to reload one of your pistols, provided you don't fail.
Cool. So difficulty?
Challenging.
So SL1. Nah.
Nope.
I drop it on the floor.
You drop it on the floor, and you'll have to spend...
And I get gunpowder up my nose.
Yeah, so you'll spend the next turn sneezing. Right. Shaman is going to attempt to channel again, because he really wants to cast a better spell. There we go. Build up some mystical energies. Minotaur is dead. It is Wolfguard's turn. He's going to probably skewer this Ungor in front of him with his sword. Quite likely. Ungor will attempt to dodge. Yes, he does. That is 9 damage. Cool. He is dead. Ungor 4 is going to strike. Oops. Oh god. Yes, he does. Just. Sergeant Wolfram will dodge. No! Egads! He'll spend a point of fortune and make that. And re-roll that. Because I'm not losing all of that advantage.
Okay, you're playing hard against yourself.
Yeah. Just succeeds. Well done. He finally fails his stealth check. So the mystery second shaman that has been sitting over here appears in the woods. And it's going to try channeling. Cool. It's going to build up some magics. It is Leon's go.
One day, I'll hit something again.
You started so strong.
I know, and then it all went downhill so fast.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and hit this guy. That's
Very
one
nice.
round.
Very
That was
nice.
pretty good.
No advantage.
Sucks to be down one fate on the first session. It's rough.
Oh, there it is. He's very dead.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. All right.
Oh, ma'am, do you happen to have the healing elixir? That would
I
be great.
will, in between my sneezing, hand you one.
I'll use it next turn.
Cool. It is Wolfgang's go.
Cool. Alright, let's attempt to smite another one.
Mhm.
We'll go with... doesn't really matter. That one, I guess.
Sure. Oof. This
Whack.
This may spell the end of this poor creature.
Batter up. Ooh.
Ooh, he succeeds.
Yeah.
That makes it
17.
9 plus 8 is 17. That's still a lot of damage. It is enough to one-shot this guy.
Nice.
Because he can take 3, so that overkills him by 2.
Cool.
You
Likewise, swing into his left arm and just fold his ribcage in on him. Just
exactly
crumble everything, yeah.
crump. You all right? So one of the gore to your right, this guy here, shall
Yep.
swing at you. Seeing you have felled his brethren, he is not terribly best pleased.
Yeah.
As much as a gore can be best pleased.
Yeah.
You say not today, sir.
Just. Yep.
The other gore that is in front of you will also attack you.
Yeah, funny. enough.
Funnily enough, it is similarly not best pleased. It's not looking promising.
Riskily try a dodge.
Ooh.
Yeah. A waste of my advantage. Oh well, I still succeed
You
though.
still succeed. This score is dead. This score is dead.
It's my
this-
hasty brain thinking of making good decisions, but not.
All right. It is the top of the next round. The one of the shamans cries out a bestial cry, and the gores and ungores that are still fighting start to break off the fight. So I'll do it in order. Gehenna, you will get a free attack at the gore that you are fighting. as it attempts to
Awesome.
break off. So, yep, just make a free attack as if you were going to fight it.
Yep. Just within melee range. Is that?
Yeah, so
fine?
it's just going to be this guy in front of you here. So, just a normal strike. Excellent.
Nice.
It is unopposed because it is fleeing. So that is 15 damage. That won't be enough to kill it, but it will certainly do something. And it will run off into the woods and away. The shaman will run, but as it does, it's going to make one final attempt to cast a spell, because it's got to try it at least once, right? It's got to get one of
just
his spells off.
Really not had a great afternoon.
No. Right.
Pilot's
It's
favourite
going to
day.
attempt to cast this spell. And it gets that many bonuses. It's gone off, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Cast a spell.
Treason of Zinch.
Treason of Zinch. I have targeted Gehenna on the way out.
I
So-
would prefer that it wasn't.
The Treason of Zinch. The target can no longer use talents, does not add skill advances when making skill tests, meaning that all tests are using your unmodified characteristics.
That's so impolite.
That's so Zinchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. For how long?
For willpower minutes, I believe it was. Willpower bonus minutes. So I think that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it too will flee into the... So managed to do something at least. It is Wolfguard's go. He's going to get a free strike and that Ungor as it attempts to run away. If he doesn't just completely wreck this thing's shit, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that'll do it. 11. It can only soak. Yep, so he kills that Ungor as it attempts to flee. Then it is Leon's go. There is no one in striking range of Leon. So, Leon, you may do as you wish.
I'll move over to here.
Cool.
And attack that one.
Sure.
No.
It will attempt a dodge.
Oh, I should have had advantage. But
Would that
oh,
still
I
have been
guess I get to keep it.
it?
No,
Fluff-
I would have still missed. Like I would have been -1.
It fluffed that anyway. It's dodge. It will miss your next action. That's fine because its action is to run away. Wolfgang, there are 2 Gors near you who are both going to flee. You get to make a bonus attack against each of them in turn. So
Probably the
it
good close, actually.
it will be this one here is going to flee first. So you get a free attack against it. It misses. As it flees, it goes past Leon. Leon will also get a free attack against it. That gets him for 8, which means that it will take a little bit of damage. Yep, and then it will run away. And this other one here shall attempt to run. Gets him, that is 9 points of damage, so he will take something. And then he will also run off into the woods. And as a final act of contrition, the other Beastman Shaman will attempt to cast a spell. As it flees, it's going to attempt to cast that one. It's going to target Wolfgang. No, it doesn't go off. Big shame. And then it too melts into the forest.
All right. So
I
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm very conscious of the time in the real world. But also I would very much. I was intending to basically go like swipe at those guys, and then go and get my horse off the back of the thing and try and chase them down.
Right.
I'm happy for that to not work. Like I can't find them, whatever. But he's gonna with swift purpose attempt to try and ride them down,
Sure.
or some of them down at least.
Make for me, please, a track test.
Sure.
Difficult.
Yeah.
While that's happening, I drop to my knees, like stab the spear into the ground, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I better be getting paid overtime for this.
Alright, let me make a stealth test for, let's say, one of these Bray Shamans, because why not? They get a bonus equal to their 3. Cool. You do manage to catch up to one of them. I'm going to say it is one of these wounded ones. Make for me, please, a attack.
No.
Nice. He will attempt to dodge. Fails. You kill another one.
Yeah.
This guy is also very dead. Very dead. Cool. So I'll say with the +1 success to track, you only managed to catch up to one, but as you search around for other beastmen, they have all melted into the forest and you can't find any further signs of them.
That's fine. I get they can do that. They've got their beast paths and such that they can travel by. That's cool. But yeah, I will spend a bit of time riding after them.
Yep.
Get him, but then miss the rest, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wolfguard goes, Ulrich's beard. Was not expecting to be attacked by beastmen on this journey.
Yes, I also thought it would be fairly straightforward.
I only managed to chase one down before they got off onto their beast paths into the woods. I wouldn't thought they'd be so brazen to attack us so close to the heart of the Empire.
At least I didn't lose half a hand this time.
True.
Let's hold up my.
Oh yeah,
prosthesis.
I will sort of pass a healing draft to you, Leon.
Got the one.
Well, now you have
Have
two.
you had one?
That would
Have
be
you had
good.
one already or not? Oh yeah, I'll
No.
pass one to you. Yeah.
I will use one though.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's toughness bonus plus D4. Nice.
So that puts me like 12. 6 off max.
Cool. I'll get rid of this now. So after taking the time to inspect the carriage, it took a decent bit of damage, but it seems to be okay.
And large number of bullet holes in one side.
Just a few.
That side's all trashed up, and mine's like basically the paint's a bit chipped because I
Yeah.
just kicked the door open and got out, and it's like I stopped in the cabin after that. Meanwhile, Johanna's just
It's like shooting out the door,
from
like
the
she's in a
inside.
Western movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's very Johanna though.
It is very Johanna.
It's
It's peak
exceedingly
Johanna.
Johanna.
It is. It's just yeah. Nice.
All right. So the remainder of your journey, if we go back to your
I'm actually going to take a couple of, while we're inspecting the wagon, I am going to get out the rest of my armor and put all of my armor on and get
Yeah.
my shield.
Yeah, that's sensible.
Fully arm up. Yeah.
Sensible.
So, once you have rearmed and armored yourself and have taken a moment to breathe, you remount the coach and continue on your way, and you make your way to the town of Brökel.
Yeah. I'm going to ride alongside the couch to the coach to Burkle.
Yeah.
Not actually in the couch. I'm going to stay at the coach. Why do I keep saying couch? I'm going to ride on horseback alongside, kind of up front with the other guards, just to be out and alert.
So you rest the night at Brökel at the Market Inn. You would stay at the Brökel Arms, but it is owned by the Four Seasons coach line, and because you are a private coach, you don't get to stay there.
Yeah, right.
You all have a relatively decent night's sleep, so those of you who are injured, you can make for me a average endurance test.
That was me, yeah.
Yep.
I was injured too, yeah.
As was Johanna.
I was just putting something very important in the chat.
Now I have to go and look. Excellent, the couch. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
You will heal your toughness bonus back in wounds.
I must have missed the challenging to add the difficulty, but
That's alright. You crit success, you get all of your wounds back. So you have a good night's sleep.
I haven't slept that well in a while.
But do I get any wounds back?
Yes, you do. Yep, you get your toughness bonus back in wounds.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And yeah, so you wake up the next morning refreshed after your fight, and the following 2 days are actually quite uneventful. You pass through a number of small towns, staying at various little taverns and inns along the way, and finally, as you reach a sort of marshy area known as the Altdorf Flats, after a few hours of sort of negotiating through the boggy terrain, you eventually see the glimmering white walls of Altdorf. And that is where we will leave it for tonight, I think, because it is late.
No, and also good timing. So yeah, it's late, but not insanely late, and perfect timing to arrive at Altdorf.
Yep.
Cool.
And maybe
That was-
Ulrich won't be hungover next time.
Maybe Ulrich won't be hungover next time.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Maybe.
That was very sketchy.
It was a bit spicy, yeah.
Yeah, getting Blue Horrors before you even left Middenheim was definitely something.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, what have I done? What have I done?
It was very funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, I kind of like the story. I like the narrative it's kind of built.
Yeah.
Wolfgang's going to decide that we've got a horrible chaos cult after us. Even though that's
Yeah,
just
oh,
him.
Yeah. Zinch has cursed
That's
us
it.
somehow.
That's it. Well, I spent a good few hours there, so
Yeah. That
Yeah.
would not be good.
no.
So what I will do, we're not technically in Altdorf yet, but just because it's nice. There it is, guys.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Cool.
And
There
it's
is.
got water.
There's the capital city of the Empire in all its glory.
Yeah, nice.
Big world.
Very glorious.
I also took the time to put in some tables at the bottom for various things.
Ah, cool. Nice. Yep. Awesome.
Nice, nice.
The one that I always forget, which is like how currency converts out. Good to have.
That is good to have.
Range bands, useful to know.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
Very
Alright.
nice.
Well, I'm gonna end the stream because it's just been dropped.